You can do better than that. Nope. 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 Gotta have more music, man. Yeah, that'll work. Eh? Where'd the sound go? Hello? 331 by Shoji Meguro from Persona 3 Reload episode, I guess. Music? Hello? Eh? Alright, whatever. Let me just go ahead and send out Discord ping real quick and then... Oh. That was my bad. I think I accidentally muted myself. Yep, back again. Who's ready for another leveling stream? I am. Kinda. Oh, I didn't actually make a build for Pixie, did I? Dark Sonic Origins? Yeah, how's that been? Gosh, should I really not make a build for Pixie? That's great. I love that. I love that I spent all that time researching. Like, I spent literally 2 hours researching stuff today, and I did not make a new build for Pixie. Alright. One thing at a time. Maybe I can, like, just leave off. Oh, all kinds of fun stuff. Let me get the game open real quick. I hope the internet gets better in a minute, because, man, that is looking kind of nasty. Do I have anything open in the background? Something updating in the background or something? That needs to be open. I think that's pretty much it. Is the internet just being bad? Oh, you know what? Let me move the router. I know why the router got moved. Let's see if that voodoo magic works. Yeah, it did. All right, cool. Great. I moved it like 4 inches over it, and the internet's better now. All right, cool. But yeah, okay. So, the plan for today, we're going to hang out with people for like a week or two until we get closer to the deadline for rescuing Rise, because there should be some rainy days there where we can head into the dungeon and stuff. Once in the dungeon, what we're going to be looking for is there's a couple of drop items we need to look for. I didn't check if there's any quests or anything. Yeah, looks like I got to do a little bit of research. I don't know if I'm going to make Pixie on stream today, because I'll probably end the stream in the dungeon, so I could just make Pixie over, like, this evening or whatever while I watch some YouTube or something. So maybe that'd be a better use of time. Trying to get through some of the stuff. Tomorrow, it's only going to be a couple hours stream anyway, because I gotta help out with stuff. Honestly, maybe I should have like said I won't be streaming tomorrow because there's a lot of stuff to do, but it is what it is. And then Sunday, I guess maybe we'll go a bit longer than usual. Okay. So, I want to get the Invigorate 1 accessory. I want to grab the Downpour Sword for the MC, which gives him a medium crit chance when hitting with it. There's a Resist Fear accessory that'll be useful for the Mitsuo fight, because his core can cast fear quite easily. And then there's also, we could do the Striptease extra boss fight. So I also have to test resetting layouts of dungeons, because I think you can just reset them infinitely in this version of the game, but I'm not sure on that, so we have to test that today. But yeah, first things first, I gotta get through some hanging out with people. So I think we're hanging out with Dojima today. So let me go ahead and grab the correct responses real quick. But yeah, so we're gonna get a little bit into social link stuff today. Not too much though. We're not gonna get to any major story events. We're just gonna progress a little bit towards the Risei deadline. We already rescued Risei, but after the Risei deadline, you know, the story will start up again, so do that tomorrow. I think this is rank 4, 5? Let's find out, shall we? Doing okay on social links. Okay, so rank 5. We'll pull that up. While I'm here, I think I need kanji as well. So I was doing the math, right? So there is a resist fire accessory in the game. You get it for hanging out with Yukiko on Christmas. So, but like, do I want that? Like, by that point in the game, I could just put null fire or absorb fire on Pixie, right? The other thing is there are, like, apparently that's the only way to get a resist accessory. There's also a resist physical for hanging out with the boys on Christmas. And there is a plus 50% SP accessory for hanging out with Risei on Christmas, which is like a really good accessory. So I might end up having to date Risei, which is very funny. I'm debating what would be funnier. Content brain is like, what would be funnier, hanging out with Risei after I said I didn't want to, I've never dated Risei, or hanging out with the boys for the resist physical. I don't think I need the resist fire accessory actually, because we can like, we can just use like actual we can use actual skills for that. Sorry. And there are better things to use our accessory slot on, to be honest. Stuff like Enduring Soul, Firm Stance, Ollie Dance, which are things we can get from accessories in the late game. So alright, so what was I doing? Right, okay. We have to hang out with Dojima a minute, so okay. Dojima's looking for something. It's there before. Damn. Those damn kids. Don't they teach him how to do file data anymore? Oh, sorry. I wasn't talking about you. Need some help there? No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Dojima's smiling wryly. I was trying to find an old newspaper article. It was falling apart, so I made a copy, but copy seems to have gone missing. There's a certain case where we don't have a suspect yet, and since the trail's gone cold, it's about to be buried under newer cases. But I can't give up on this one. Ever. Dojima has a cornered look on his face. This doesn't seem to be the time or the place to ask him more about it. Dad?
What's wrong?
My stomach hurts.
Huh?
Was it something you ate? Feels like a sharp pain below my stomach. What? I'll call the doctor. No, wait. This happened before. Is it the same feeling? I don't know. Okay. The medicine we used before is... Damn it! It's calling it this time of night. Dojima here. Adachi. I'm hanging up. A sealed letter? For me? It's from Ichihara-san. When did it come? You forgot? Adachi! I'm on my way. Gotta go. The medicine should be in the first aid kit. Sorry, she's in your hands. Dojima left. He gave Nanako the medicine and put her to bed. A few hours later. Dojima has come home. He seems to be in a bad mood. Fox, you're still up. It's late. Go to sleep. You okay? Just shut up.
Sorry.
Dojima looks apologetic. How's Nanako? She's sleeping. Good.
Thanks.
You've been a great help here. Dojima seems to bear a heavy burden. What is he keeping locked up in his heart? You feel your bond with Dojima has deepened even further. I think this is as far as we can go with our current expression. Rank 6 and beyond requires rank 4 expression, which we don't have yet. So this is as far as we go with Dojima. From now on, we'll be more working on like leveling up some of our social stats when he's around, because we can't go fishing or anything when he's, I think, home at night. It's pretty late. Go hit the hay.
Night.
Good night to Dojima and went to your room. At this, hey Will. I don't know. He's a troubled guy for sure. He's not been doing a great job of being a father, but it's not entirely his fault. Which of these is in the name of a real river? Piss River. Correct. Sounds like you're officially an ex-city boy now. Not that it matters. Anyway, that river is in Nichigura. Piss is pronounced Pai. Shares the name with a waterweed there. Lots of places have silly names. There's No Name Canyon in Colorado, or a city of uncertain Texas in America. Oops, I wasted a lot of time on this. I hope I have enough time to cover everything that'll be on the test. Yeah, we should probably work on knowledge somewhat, because I think exams are supposed to be coming up in-game. So, like after... I think how it goes is... After the Risei deadline, I think you have finals for the first semester, and then I think Mitsuo is like a thing, right? I think that's right. Either way, finals are coming up for this semester, but it's gonna be a bit... Alright, let's go into town a minute. We really have to focus on party members this for the next couple of weeks. Mitsuo has access to a lot of elemental magic. Yeah. Mitsuo has a lot of access to a lot of elemental magic, so if we could max out a couple more people's social links and get their second persona to cover their weakness, it would be very nice. We'll see if that's doable, but for now, at least, one thing at a time. We could probably at least get one person done. I was thinking of taking Yukiko and Kanji and Teddy into the final boss fight, and then Yosuke should be useful for the mid-boss fight because it's weak to wind. So, probably going to focus on Yukiko and Kanji. Unfortunately, Teddy is a one tied to the story, so can't do too much to, like, you know, rank up his social link or anything. Can't real exams just be like 2 questions a day and then you ace the rest? Yeah, I suppose it's just a approximation. I remember there was one class like that, PE. We had, for some reason, one year we had like written tests or quizzes for PE, but it was like out of 10 questions. So if you got like 2 wrong, it was like an 80%. So like it was really hard to get like an A or a B on those, and they were like worth so many points for that class. It was ridiculous. It's like, this is PE. Why is this worth so many points? And it was like stupid stuff, like certain rules of like badminton, or like a random factoid about like a badminton player or like a tennis player or something. It was so stupid, honestly. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, or why does that even matter? Ugh. Anyway, then again, there's a lot of things you can question. Why did we bother studying that in school? All right. So I grabbed that from the lady. It's Thursday. I assume I've already bought everything from the vending machine. Yes, I did. I think we can leave the shopping district and head back. We're done with the current Fox request. Tomorrow is a rainy day, so we'll hang out with him then. Yeah, I guess the last day kind of accounts for like the rest of the questions, right? Because how much you've studied is like automatically applied to the last day of exams. So even if you can remember a few things or whatever that you think might be on the test, you know, studying over a long period of time is like what helps you with the rest of it. Okay, so right. I think we're gonna try and hang out with Kanji today. He should be in the practice building if he's available. I saw Yukiko was available, so I guess if Kanji's not available, we'll hang out with her. Ah, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's hang out, shall we?
Yeah.
Heartbreak is surrounded. Seems Kanji called the boy here. Here's the stuff I promised you. No complaining, okay? Kanji handed the boy what appears to be a bunny doll. It's complete with clothes, a ribbon, and a hat, and an umbrella. It's very elaborate. Whoa! This is incredible! Where'd you buy it? Who cares? But I want one too! Oh, well, I got one for you. Kanji handed the boy another bunny. It's complete with clothes, shoes, a cap, and a soccer ball. It's very elaborate. For me? Thanks! Where'd you buy it? Just tell him the truth, man. Well, I made it. You made this? You got a problem with that? If you think it's so creepy, then you can give it. Wow, you're so cool. Hey, can you make something else? Mom loves this kind of stuff. Uh-huh? Sure. You promised. I'm gonna go give this to Sana-chan. Thanks, mister. I'm not that old, damn it. He said I'm cool. It was pretty amazing. It was very elaborate. Yeah, it's not like sewing is good for anything. Kanji seems embarrassed. But you know, it ain't a bad feeling. Thanks, huh? It was nothing. Kanji, with his embarrassed smile, looks more mature than usual. You feel your relationship with Kanji has grown yet deeper. Nice. Rank 5 of the Emperor Social Link. Okay. Certainly much better than the P3 Social Link. Emperor Social Link, that's for sure. This is a great place, huh? Wind's different up here. Never noticed before.
Later.
Okay, so if I talk to Dojima... Yeah, we need a higher expression to hang out with him. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll just read a book. I think we got one for courage, right? And we need to work on courage and academics, so might as well read one of the books. I think it was the Man's Life series, right? Yeah, the Forever Macho. I think you have to read the books in order in this game. Like, you can't just skip around or whatever. Or in this version of the game. Because it asks, like, which series you want to read. So you know how there's, like, a few books in the, like, timid, teacher books or whatever. You can only read it one at a time, so. That's a rainy day. So we'll go hang out with the fox, I think. Unless one of our party members wants to hang out. Sometimes Yukiko's available, but... Although it's probably best just to hang out with the fox so we can start on his next request. Let's see, it's raining so we can't go and get that. That should be fine. It's the 1st of, what was that? August? July? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. The 1st of July, I think? Yeah, should be right. Alright. Like the soft sounds of the rain and everything. Let's head over and hang out with the fox. I don't think there's anything else that I really want to do here. I think that's fine. Oh, hey, how's it going? Right when I thought the buzz around town was over, now Anidle's coming back home. Oh, no, okay, that's dialogue we've seen before. Fair enough. I'm not sure if any requests become available. We'll have to double check that before I go into the TV world to do some level grinding and stuff here, but one thing at a time. I gotta keep telling myself that. There's so much stuff I want to do. I gotta keep telling myself, like, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Try and stick with that at least. I'm just gonna speed through this. It's just, you know. Wow, the fox is happy. Whatever. But yeah, I think this is rank 7, so the fox is getting up there. Once we get done with the fox, we'll just eat at Aya or fish on rainy days, I think. We'll have to find a chance to go out and fish here in a minute, probably. Because I don't think I have any red goldfish, and I think I need a couple of fish for a cat for the next request. So I'll have to double check that, like what the steps are for the next quest. But I think that's the case. Hi, Nanako. Let me double check something. Can you get extra points for studying while it's raining in this version of the game? Because, like, academics, right? Would be good. We could hang out with Nanako another day. There aren't a lot of rainy days we haven't, like, gone... Oh. Not true. You decided to study. Your knowledge has increased. Okay, there's no message saying that our knowledge increased more than, like, usual. So I think you don't get extra academics for studying while it's raining in this version of the game. So I guess there's that. Alright, hi, Nanako. Don't worry, I didn't try to ignore you. It's fine. Nanako, find her social link answers real quick. Yeah, if you weren't there in the Discord Wednesday, we watched some of the P4 anime. It's good. We got up through the Yukiko arc. I'd like to catch up to where we are in the game on stream at some point, so probably watch a bit more this upcoming week. To that effect, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is I still have plenty of free time. The bad news is it is because I'm still unemployed. I heard back from the job. They went with someone else, so got to start all over again for the job hunt again. So we'll see how it... So, yep. Is what it is. Nothing really changed, to be fair. But... yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll probably be doing that Wednesday and Friday, unless I have to do another Friday grinding stream. next week, so. Dad!
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Dad's coming home now. I need to get dinner ready. Nanako's in high spirits. We're out of pickled radish. Dad'll be disappointed. Let's go buy some together then. Really? Thanks,
you.
big bro. We're going shopping together. Nanako looks happy. You feel Nanako's affection for you and that you're okay.
Let's go, big bro.
While later at the house.
I'm back.
Dad, welcome home. Where did you go at this time of night? Oh, Juness? Didn't I tell you not to go outside this late? But you were coming home, so I... No matter what your reason was, rules are rules. You promised me, remember? Nanako looks sad. It's not Nanako's fault. I said we should go get some stuff. Big bro. It's not my fault? Then why is Dad angry? Why won't he listen? Dad's stupid. Stupid. Nanako, how dare you call your father stupid? You explained to Dojima why you went with Nanako to Juness. Pickled radish? For me? Oh, that's so. But I still can't allow kids to be walking around this late at night. You know how dangerous it's been lately. You shouldn't be wandering out there at night either. Dojima yelled at you too. You decided to go back to your room. I mean, Dojima does have a legitimate concern. Like, there have been murder cases around, but like, yeah. Doesn't feel great to have somebody yelling at you all the same. Alright, let's go pick up some bait for fishing. I don't know. Yeah, I do like Dojima, but he's not too great at the whole fathering thing, which isn't necessarily his fault. He's just not good at it. Like he talks about later in his social link, he kind of like left parenting mostly up to mom while he went out to do his job and everything. And he is very devoted to his job, and he, you know, he's doing an important job and everything, but he's just not good at like providing the care that Nanako needs. And, you know, like, there have been murder cases, and, you know, it's understandable that he's on edge with everything that's been going on, but, like, he could be doing it better. He could have still reprimanded us for going outside. Like, Nanako apparently did promise him not to, like, wander around outside at night. He could have reprimanded us without, like, yelling at us, so... I don't know. Dojima's got a lot going on. Doesn't excuse his behavior, but it does explain it. Yeah. It is very funny that, like, what was it? During the last rank of Social Link or whatever, he Adachi rings him up and he's like, huh, it's Adachi, I'm hanging up. It's like way too late for this. It's way too late to be dealing with Adachi. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to complete the Dojima's Social Link, Nanako and Mr. Dojima, because they need a pretty high expression, but I guess we'll see if we get there. I think we're all caught up with Dojima there. I think we got a couple more ranks we can do of Nanako before we need like maxed out understanding, I think, or expression to finish her social link. So, all right, let's go pick up the new quest from the fox. Yeah, it's like, it's way too late for this, man. I'm hanging up on him. I don't know. I think that Dojima is a good character. I like him, but yeah, he definitely has a hard time with the whole like how to talk to kids thing, which is like maybe not great, but is realistic, you know? Like, he's trying his best to be a single father, but it doesn't mean he's good at it, you know? All right, this should be the rank 8 one, but I think that's the cat one, right? It has a it's hastily scrawled in a man's handwriting. I'm scared of them, but I must get used to them. Ugh, I don't even want to write the word. C-A-T-S. It seems the fox wants you to fill the wish written on the M on his behalf. I guess so. I don't know. Is it abuse? He certainly doesn't treat him kindly, though. That's for sure. But, like, from his perspective, like, he does mess up a lot. Some of it is intentional, but, like, Adachi, you know, lets the bean slip a lot to the kids. Like, he's saying more than he really should. He, like, gets distracted and stuff. He, like, will spend, like, hours on the clock at Juness, like slacking off or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure that some people are pretty fine watching him like be a little mean to Adachi after playing through the first time, but yeah, I don't know, is he? Because like he slacks off a lot at Juness. Like when you're hanging out with him in Golden, like he's technically like on the clock. He just kind of like doing nothing. He lets a lot slip to the party members, like somewhat intentionally, but it is bad for a police officer to have such loose lips around the kids and stuff and all that kind of stuff. And we don't see what he does like off screen. Adachi is useless. I don't say he's useless, he just doesn't care about his job, right? Like we know that for a fact. Like Adachi does not care about his job, so he's probably not doing, he's not exactly giving it 110%, you know? He's not even giving it 100%. He's probably giving it like 60 to 80%, just enough not to lose his job. Because he doesn't care about like doing well at his job. He just cares about like getting paid and like stuff, I guess, probably. Which, you know, fair, but maybe then you should probably look for another job. Well, he gives us information, but only because he finds it fun to stir up shit. Like, you can see that even with his interactions with other people, too. Like, he'll say stuff to, like, just stir up shit and stuff like that. Like, he'll... Like, when Rise, mentions that somebody warned her about, like, the kidnappings... He intentionally like puts the idea in Dojima's head and like reinforces the idea that it was the party members. Like like Adachi likes messing with people. He likes pulling at their strings and like winding them up. You can see that with Namatame as well, right? And you can kind of see him do that a little bit throughout the game. Whether it's giving info to the party members to like watch them run around, or like and like pitting them against Namatame for his own enjoyment, or doing whatever else, right? So very on brand for him. So I think the dude who's like scared of cats is over here at the floodplain, right? I think it's this dude, right? Yeah. Yoko-san. Oh, did you hear that? Well, it's okay, right? People have the right to think of their beloved. I'm getting married. The man seems melancholic about his wedding for some reason. Ah, damn it, everything would be great if it wasn't for him. Who am I talking about? That horrendous furball. I'm scared. I can't even say it. Those fang demons are terrifying. Is it a cat? Don't say the C word. The man is actually physically trembling at the thought of cats. Perhaps he's the one who wrote the Emma request the fox showed you. He wants to overcome his fear of cats. Meowing and the whiskers and the evil little claws? It's all just so scary. Of all pets, Miyoko-san wants to have a cat. She said we can't get married if I won't let her have one. Why must you put me through this horrible test, Miyoko-san? You try and figure out a way to force him to overcome his fear. Yeah. Like he didn't do it on purpose. Yeah. One thing I was thinking about the other day is the scene of him throwing up after seeing the first dead body. Right? I wonder if that was an actual response. I assume it was, but it's kind of interesting to think about considering, you know, that it was the newscaster lady. Because he like runs by and like vomits and like Dojima yells at him for like, come on, you're a cop, you should be able to like stomach this stuff, you know, like stop acting like a rookie or whatever. Which it makes a lot more sense when you consider the fact that like he's the one who did it, right? So that was kind of interesting. Like at least at that point he felt enough like revulsion at seeing her dead body in some way or another to like vomit over it, you know, like it made him physically ill to see that. But he still ended up like getting Namatame to do that to other people, or try to do that, right? Did he do that to? I think he did that to the second girl too, right? I think that's the only ones he directly does. The rest are through Namatame and stuff, and like the copycat killing of Mitsuo. Was I double checking? Oh right, Persona 4 requests. I gotta double check what we have to do for this Fox quest. All right. And so this one is cats. Like, I wish I didn't fear cats or whatever. Come on. Load page. Gosh, I wish. Okay. I wish I didn't fear cats. Talk to the fearful man. Is a cat. Talk to him about cats. Stop that right now. What do you want? Money? I'll give you money. Just get away from me. Okay. Then talk to the cat outside the Dojima residence, which you have to have done the quest that of feeding the cats to get the cat next to the Dojima house to spawn. And then bring the man to see the cat. Okay. How do we... Okay. There's a cat. Will you pet it? Come to think of it, there was that man that's afraid of cats. He's so desperate. He made a wish to be cured of his fears. Should you bring him here? You decided to bring the man who is terrified of cats here. Cat! 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 It's watching me. It's waiting for me to turn around. It's coming for me. It's gonna jump on me. I'm gonna die. But I'm a man. I'm prepared for death. No, all right. All right. Let me touch you. That's a little weird. It's eating me. The man was licked by the cat and ran away screaming. Good times. Yeah, but like I assume that most people watching this have already gone to that point, to be fair, Kojo. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but I think like both the twist at the end of P3 and who the killer is of P4 is pretty well known, and I doubt there's many people who are watching a stream of P4 who don't know that. So okay, let's go back to... Do I have... All right, let me just go over here. I have to check my pockets. I think we have to give him one of those red goldfish to give to the cat. So we might have to fish one of those up if I don't have one on me, which I might have used that up if I have one on me. Yeah, because I just have the huge fish and the Unibud trout. Well, let me get away with that, or does it have to be a red goldfish? Let's find out in a minute. If it does, I can fish one up probably, but maybe tonight or something. My wife is busy working again today, and here I am walking around with without a care in the world. That's because I don't know the first thing about running a business. Oh, the dude ran away. I think we have to wait for him to spawn tomorrow or something. Yeah, because he's gone. He was kind of over by that cat before. Let me just double check they didn't like spawn somewhere else, right? But okay. Yeah, it looks like we have to give him a red goldfish. Maybe you have to check, double check tomorrow. Hey, what are you doing? I'm counting the numbers of fallen rocks along the street. Why are you doing that? It's what I decided. Plus, if I don't count them, the world will never know how many there were. Alright, going to town. Alright. I can't remember. Does the music in the overworld change after a certain point? Or is it like all just like heartbreak? Heartbeat, heartbreak. I can't remember. So what are we doing? It's a Saturday. We did the Fox request as far as we can for today. I think we have to... Let's see. I think the next book comes out on like the 15th or whatever. So I think we just go back to the school. And I think we hang out with Kanji maybe? Kanji or Yukiko. Otherwise I guess we could hang out with Chie. Hey, Kanji's available. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Got some time? I do indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, just a regular hangout. That's fine though. All right.
Oh, you're home.
All right, so we could hang out with Nanako tonight, or we could go fishing. I think I'm gonna go fishing a minute, because I don't know when next time I'll get a chance to hang out with, or I don't know when the next chance is I'll get to go fishing a minute. Plus, I'd like to keep the Fox request moving along. I don't know. If we could get to like rank 8 of the Fox or something, that'd be crazy good. I mean, we're almost getting to the point where we're almost done with the Fox request, right? Yeah. So, go fishing. I made a save state. If I don't get a red goldfish, I'll just reload, I guess. But I think this is the first time I've actually gone fishing for P4. It's pretty much similar to P4 Golden. We just don't get to choose which bait, so it's like kind of whatever. And the minigame is different, so. Okay, so this is a decent amount of difference. Yeah, I haven't really done any fishing. I might... It's just a spam button. Minigame, huh? I guess they reworked it for Golden as well. Yeah, it's kind of random what you get. Okay, I didn't get one. Time to reload, I guess. You also can't tell what you're gonna get before you reel it in. And golden, you can kind of see the size of the shadow poking at the bait. So, yeah, there's a good amount of improvements made to fishing in golden. It seems. Which is a bit of a disappointment because fishing is more useful here because there's less ways of getting certain things, so there's some pretty good stuff you can get from fishing. Crazy how much golden added, honestly. Well, I made an impulse purchase yesterday, or the day before, something like that, a couple days ago. I bought one of those retro emulation handhelds for like $65. Not a huge impulse purchase. There we go. That's what I wanted. I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to have like a dedicated device for emulating older stuff like PS1 and backwards, pretty much. PS1, PSP is about as far as it goes. Might wouldn't want anything higher than that. Anything higher than that, I think I'd play either on PC or at home in general anyway. So, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to mess around with. Alright, so it's a Sunday. I can kind of hang out with anybody. But I should hang out with one of our party members for sure. So.
This is Ayane. Am I
I'll pass. Sorry.
Is...
Yeah, sorry. Ayane. Yeah, Alex, how's it going? Let's see. Let's go into town. Grab that bait. Let's see, it's a Sunday. We should go talk to that guy and try and get the cat thing done a minute. Oh, I wonder if we have to talk to the cat again or whatever. It's so funny. How is that the only way to buy bait, or like get bait in this game? That and like failing at cooking. If you fail at cooking, you also get bait in this game, but like, man. You can't like go and buy bait anywhere? That sounds so weird. I guess you can't buy any in golden, but like, no, for the most part, you can like trade the crickets for like breadcrumbs, but like, it is kind of weird. I wonder if in the remaster, if they'll add a place where you can like buy bait or whatever. Because it feels like there should be at least one place where you can do that, but anyway. What am I up to? Let me go over here. Let me get this cat thing done, and then I'll figure out who we're hanging out with today. And then tomorrow I have to remember to buy all the cans of soda again. You're the one who tried to feed me to the cat! Sorry. I just can't stay calm when it comes to those damn cats. I have an idea. Do you know what cats like to eat? If I can sneak up and slowly touch them while they're chowing down on food, I'd be in control, right? But to tell you the truth, I'm also scared of fish. You know, those creepy eyes, all muddied, looking this way, and those scales. Ugh. Is there some kind of cute fish? The man wants a cute fish. Maybe I'll think a red goldfish is cute. Well, there's this. What is that? It's so cute. Give that to me. I'll use it to ambush that cat. All right. The man stole your red goldfish. The man ran off. All right. Now we gotta talk to him tomorrow, and that should be the fox request done. One of the shorter ones if you have the red goldfish, or You have if you just go and fish one out. All right. It's kind of funny that the verb for fishing or like fish, like it's just fish, you know? I guess it's not like the verb for is like fishing, but it's like abbreviated to fish sometimes, or like you'll fish out something. Like fish is sometimes used as a verb as well to indicate that you're like trying to pull something out of somewhere. Right now, right before my eyes is a rainbow of colors. There's too many to think about, and it's confusing me. I need to think until I'm done thinking. Oh, I gotta remember on rainy days to come here and buy those healing items. They're still worth it for a little while longer. Getting to the point where it won't be useful as much anymore, but... Hey, Kanji, you want to hang out? Did Yukiko want to hang out? Otherwise, we'll hang out with Kanji. That's fine. I'm not too worried about Yukiko. Yukiko's a rank 7. I'd like to get both Kanji and Yukiko maxed out. Cover their weaknesses for the next boss, before we do that, but we'll see. Also, they get a little bit more stats. It's not a huge bump, but it's a decent amount by the end of the game. So, when their persona evolves. Kind of like another level or so.
Yeah.
Hey, senpai, get some time? Another level or so worth of stats anyway, I should say. Plus, ring them up gets them access to like the endure and like all that other benefits that ranking up party members provides. Signature attacks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, I think this should be rank 6. So, yeah. Amagawa Riverbed. Can't get this place out of my head. Keep wondering if that rabbit kid tossed out might have washed ashore around here. If he finds it now, he'll just feel bad. Not that I'm wading in today or anything. Hey, mister! There you are! Sanashan was really happy. I've been looking for you ever since. Look, kid, quit calling... forget it. Can you make some more, mister? My mom really wants one. Sana-chan's mom does too. They said they'll pay you. Pay me? I don't need that. It ain't like I'm a pro at this. My mom wants a cat, and Sana-chan's mom wants a dog. And my teacher wants a pink alligator. Not the pink alligator. I forgot there are references to that social link in this game and like the story he made. Oh man. If you don't know, the pink alligator is a reference to a children's story written by one of the social links in P3. And as of befitting of P3, well, actually, no, I won't spoil that. Pink alligator, yeah. Yeah. I forgot that there are references to that in this game. I think, there's like 3 references, yeah. Pink alligator? Oh, like the one in that storybook, huh? Fine then. I'll get around to it sometime. Yay! Thank you! Remember, you promised! Strange situation I get myself into, huh? Good for you. Good. I don't really know. Kanji's tilting his head. Not sure how to feel about this. When I was in elementary school, I fixed a classmate's bag this one time. Thinking back, yes, I liked her. I only did it to make her happy, but the next day all the girls were making fun of us. She cried. I didn't understand why, but, you know, thought I'd done something wrong. So I never thought I'd be thankful for doing this stuff. It feels good. Here and thank you. I like it. Kanji's laughing sheepishly. You feel you understand kanji even better. Kanji, okay. Oh, well, I got jet. I have to go to Akana Station. To the, fabric shop. I'm out of material, so, later. Kanji. Wait, don't you live in a fabric shop? Why do you I guess maybe there's something specifically from there that he needs. I guess there's is more of a traditional ceremonial one. Maybe he needs to go to like more of a hobby shop with like buttons and stuff. All right, Dojuma's home, so we can't hang out with Nanako. Oh shoot, we can't go and work our hospital job, can we? No. Yeah, because that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I should remember to do that next week. Oh well, not a big deal. There's still plenty of evenings, but I'm glad that we caught up on Dojima's social link. We'll try and catch up on Nanako's here. Let's just keep reading that book for some more courage, I guess, until we finish it. We need a rank 5 courage at some point for... Yeah. For, Naoto. Naoto's actually coming up fairly soon, because she's after the Mitsuo dungeon, so there's the Mitsuo dungeon, and then there's the Naoto dungeon. Yeah, I think after Risei's deadline, there's like the exams. And then after exams, Mr. Moroka gets by Mitsuo. And then there's like another week or so there, and then Mitsuo shows up, I think. I'm trying to think. It's something like that. But yeah. I forgot that Mr. Moroka was alive, to be honest. So, alright. Let's head into town. Grab that bait. It's a Monday. Not sure who wants to hang out on Mondays, but we'll figure it out. I gotta go talk to that cat dude. Finish that fox request. I don't know if we'll hang out with a fox before we head into the dungeon or just head into the dungeon the next rainy day, but having the option will be nice, so. He should be over by the floodplain still. But yeah, we're smoothing through these fox requests. I guess it helps when I plan ahead for them and like I can look up like what you need to do for each quest. But yeah, hello there. The mother man is covered in scratches. The red goldfish you gave me. Thanks to that, the kitties were all over me. Oh, those kitty witties are so cute. The feeling their soft fur is great. I almost want to get married more for the cat than the Miyoko-san. Ooh, I want a kitty kiss. You accomplished the request written on the Emma. You should report back to the fox. I think we may have overdone it a little. Man, this dude is either like extremes, like just extremes. Either extreme hate or extreme love. There's like no in between with this dude. All right. Okay, so I guess let's head back over to the high school and see who wants to hang out. Oh wait, it's Monday. We have to go buy up all the cans in town. I have to go like buy like 3 dozen soda cans. Walk around like Rock Lee with like 20 pounds in my pockets. Still not gonna increase Pixie's strength stat at all though. Not that we really needed to. Are there any fun fusion forecasts? The 7th has more XP for all personas. That's good. Be good for Pixie. Not necessary, but it'd be good. We'll see. I think I'll probably just fuse Pixie again for the next boss off stream because, like, you know, it takes a couple hours. So, and we'll probably end today's stream inside the dungeon anyway, so that's fine. I'm not really sure what I want to put on Pixie. Mitsuo is mostly just like some like annoying ailments and like high damage from him, and he has access to pretty much all elemental skills. But we can just guard because he telegraphs which ones he's going to use for the most part. We could go ahead and throw like null fire on Pixie to cover her weakness. Otherwise, we could throw like a skill to help with ailments on Pixie as well, or like a good damage skill. I think probably throwing a good damage skill on Pixie would be a good idea, like in one of the dying skills. Let me think. So if we're taking Kanji, well, we don't need to worry about Yosuke really. So we'll have access. I think we're good actually, because Kanji is gonna have electric skills. Yukiko has fire. We're gonna use Yosuke for the mid boss because he's weak to wind. And we're also taking Teddy, so we have ice. So what am I thinking of? What are we missing? I could run a good wind skill. Like if I ran Garudine, that would be helpful for the mid boss and for Mitsuo. The other thing is I don't have a really good way of like boosting the damage of Garudine, but I guess just having Garudine would be better than nothing. So Garudine, maybe something defensive for status ailments or something, but yeah. Rank 6. I'm hoping to max out him and Yukiko before the next boss fight, because I want to take them into the next boss fight. So if I could cover their weaknesses, that'd be pretty good. Not necessary, but yeah. At the very least, if we could get them to rank 9 or so, that'd give them endure, so. But yeah. Let's see, it's a Monday. That. The next missable book is on the 15th from the Strength Social Link, so I'll have to remember that. That's not for a little bit here, though. So Yukiko wants to hang out, but technically Kanji's at a lower rank, so we can see if Kanji wants to hang out a minute. Nope, Kanji doesn't want to hang out. All right, let's go hang out with Yukiko. Let me pull up her social link responses real quick. I wish I had a better way of doing this, but yeah, I don't know. There might be a. I'm trying to think actually. Hold on. Game, because like usually for all the games, even like probably for Persona 4 vanilla, there should be like a correct answers cheat sheet, right, where you can like put a little star next to like the correct responses or whatever. Might be worth doing actually. Shoot, let me look on Game Banana real quick. But I think there might not be actually, because I feel like I would have used that if there was a thing. Maybe I didn't because I wanted to get good footage of the game without like any mods or anything. Yeah, so Persona 4 PS2. Is that even an option, I guess? Because I keep having to pull up the thing on the... So there's some HD texture stuff. There's the classroom cheat sheet. And... is there not? Yeah, there's like some basic stuff like widescreen font fix. Spanish translation stuff, saturated portraits. Yep, not a lot. Nothing really. There's not a lot for PS2's version of Persona 4, to be honest. Most people play Golden, and I understand why. Anyway. But yeah. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with either of the things, Duncan. How are you? Oh, did I actually pull up Yukiko's thing? No. I'm a cherry bomb. I take it you've been listening to that song today? Although, to be fair, I think she says dad, not daddy. Which rank is this? This should be rank 8 if we're ranking up. Which I think we are. Might just be a regular hangout, but yeah. Yeah, it's just a regular hangout. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, on loop today. Gotcha. Yeah, I was doing some cleaning today, so I threw some music in a playlist. Mixture of some SMT Persona battle music and some stuff from The World Ends With You. Just was listening to that, walking around the house, cleaning, mopping, and everything. Singing the songs out loud. Singing along there. Oh, looks like Nanako wants to hang out. Let's do that in a minute.
Yeah.
I think this is rank 4? We haven't gotten too far with Nanako. Oh no, it's not a rank up, is it? Because otherwise I would say that we need rank 3 expression, which we do have, but yeah, it's just a regular hangout. That's fine. Yeah, we can get to rank 5 without maxing out our expression. The whole second half of Nanako's social link is locked behind maxing out your expression. Why are you forced to date Rise? Because she gives a accessory on Christmas that is plus 50% SP, which is one of the better accessories. Yukiko here gives a resist fire accessory, which would probably be pretty good as well. And the guys give a resist physical accessory, which would be decent, but probably not super useful by that point in the game. So Rise might be our best bet for who we hang out with on Christmas if we're just going based off of only the accessory. So I might have to date Rise for that. Which would be very funny if I included clips of me in the video of me saying I don't want to hang out with Rise or whatever. Well, yeah, it is I have to be pretty min-maxy here, to be honest with you. It's the same reason why I'm not sure if we're finishing out the Dojimas. I like their social links, but they do take quite a bit of effort to like actually finish. And if we have to pick and choose, I have to finish party member social links over finishing out the Dojimas, unfortunately. It's not, honestly, I'm not even really taking into ultimate personas too much into account outside of some of the skills they give, because, you know, I can't use the ultimate personas because we're using Pixie. So it's like, oh great, a persona with great resistances. I don't care about that. I just need skills. So I think the only one that actually has like skills earlier than some and has like a good amount of skills that I'd want to pass down is the one from the tower social link. But that's the tutoring one. So even there, it's like you have to get max understanding for it. So it's like not a big deal. And it's only just so you can get I could get skills a bit earlier. So I don't know. Rise is fine. She just comes on pretty strong for me. A bit too strong for me. Like, come on, chill. But yeah, she's not bad or anything. But, like, I don't know. Something it just like it's like maybe she's just like too bored for me, you know? Like I feel like I feel like I wouldn't know what to do if she like. What I'm saying is I don't know how to actually respond if a girl actually liked me, which I've never had a girlfriend, so you know, there's that. That checks out actually. You know what? I don't know what to do if I ever found out a girl like was that into me, and so that checks out, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you're talking about deciding who to date for the Christmas thing or getting a girlfriend, but either way, yeah, there's probably still plenty of time.
Yes.
It is what it is. I just thought it was funny. It was a funny realization that it was because I wouldn't know how to deal with a girl actually liking me and pursuing me. I thought that was funny. Yukiko seemed embarrassed for some reason. Do you remember Kasae-san, the waitress? She seems to have told everybody about you. now they're just saying I should bring you home. Adults are so quick to poke fun at me. Such a hassle, isn't it? Although I do have to kind of decide here fairly soon, because if we're maxing out Yukiko's social link, I have to decide pretty soon here if we're actually dating or not. I mean, I could break somebody's heart on Christmas by not, like, hanging out with them, but, like, man, that would suck. So I have to decide here pretty soon. If I really don't think I need the resist fire accessory from Yukiko, because, like, I'd just rather put null or absorb or reflect physical on Pixie for her, like, late game build, and then, like, keep that accessory slot open for accessories, like, that give, like, firm stands or, like, boost a certain elemental damage or something like that, right? So, because I could get, like, Enduring Soul as an accessory, I could get Firm Stance as an accessory, I could get Ollie Dance as an accessory, like, in the late game, so any of those would probably be a good option. And it would, some of those can't even be passed down in this game. Like, I think Firm Stance is only on one persona in this game, and it can't be passed down, and there are no skill cards, obviously, so, yeah. Adults are so quick to, but of course my family runs an inn, so guests come by all the time. Maybe next time you can just come in. Oh, Yuki-chan! Oh, the deputy mayor. People at the inn seem very busy. Is there something going on? Huh? Oh no! Today was the interview for the travel show. Oh, on TV? That's great. You'll try and make Inaba look inviting, won't you?
I'm sorry.
I have to go. You're gonna be on TV? Well, again, I guess, but no, I won't. We requested that no employees will be filmed or shown. It seems like a serious travel show, so everyone's eager to help. But they need to help clean, so I have to go now. Yukio looks apologetic. Goodbye. There you are, Yuki-chan! Oh, it's a lady, okay. Asai-san, what's wrong? That TV crew came, but don't go to the inn. It was a trick. Those people were from that News of the Weird show. And I think they're looking for you, so stay put. You got that? Huh? Okay, but... There you are. No, he's in hiding, future manager of the Cursed Inn. Cursed Inn? We know all about that murder case. Mayumi Yamano stayed at your place, right? And you guys been hurting with dropping visitors, huh? So I came up with a great idea. The high school manager's embarrassing struggle renovating the Cursed Inn. How'd that grab you? The customers will be pouring in, I tell ya. I don't understand what you... I want you to be the star. When we introduce the hot springs, let us film a little bathing scene, eh? Modest manager's steamy service. Our ratings will be through the roof. That sounds like a great idea. Listen, you... Anyway, please leave. We are not interested in your coverage. Ah, you're refusing? Look, kid. You don't know the power of television, do you? I can't blame you living in the countryside. We're trying to help you out here. I mean, do you want the patrons to dry up? If you're gonna be the next manager, I'm trusting you to make the right decision here. I won't be the next manager. Oh, really? That's so. Well, you just say the word and I can hook you up with a better gig than running this dump of an inn. You could call yourself the former high school innkeeper. I'm already liking the sound of that. Why don't you hear me out? How dare you say that to Yuki-chan? It's okay. Let him say what he wants. He'll go home once he gets it all out. What the shit? You say your inn has been going for generations, but all that means is crappy and run down. Tradition is so last year. You'd be better off if you did close up shop. I've seen the stuff you serve. Small portions, decent service. Nothing that stands out. If you want customers, you can't just do the same old, same old. You guys don't get that, and that's why you suck. Your waitresses don't even give it. Hey, I know. Why don't you make all the waitresses young girls and have them do all-day menus? You know, spread the futon out, then go straight in. But anyways, I was saying, let's give your place a little TV-style publicity. Use your head, will ya? Hell up. Don't say another word about her, Ann. Who'd take your stupid ideas seriously? From now on, we refuse any coverage from your station. You bitch. If that's how you want to play it, I'll plaster those words all over primetime. See how that feels. Go ahead, by all means. And we'll respond with an official complaint to your sponsors. That doesn't sound good, sir. Oh, I said some incredible things. Oh, I should contact the inn. I'll see you later. I know lost it when he was insulting everyone. Ooh, was I scary? You were cool. Really? Oh, relieved. It'll be cool if that gets voiced in, to be honest with you. It would help my voice out a lot, and it'll be cool to see. There was a time not long ago when I thought it'd be better off if it's closed. But it's like my home. It's where everyone in my world is. I can't let it close. It seems Yukiko is starting to face her true feelings. You feel her relationship with Yukiko has grown yet deeper. Reminds me of Adachi, TBH. Yeah, that dude is like very creepy. Not that I'm an expert, but if a woman is very forward with you, just be yourself, because that's like what she likes, and be playful back. If she's too forward, you can be honest and say that you're flattered but uncomfortable. Yeah, I think honestly, like if somebody came on to me that strong as like Rise does to the MC, I would be like a little bit uncomfortable with like all the physical contact that she initiates and everything. Like she's always like trying to hang off the MC or like trying to get her to pay attention to him or trying to get him to pay attention to her, or like, you know, hanging off his arm or whatever without asking. I hope you mean me yelling at him and not the like creepy voice acting.
Thank you.
Thanks though.
Welcome home.
Hey Nanako, you want to hang out tonight? How we doing? I think we've got a couple more days until the let me actually check. Yeah, we got a couple more days until it starts to get rainy for the Rise deadline. I think, let me think here. I'm trying to think if we should hang out with the fox first or go in the dungeon. I guess let's just, let me double check that it's actually going to be rainy that day with like the wiki real quick. Because sometimes the forecast in game is like not accurate. So it should be, yeah, we've been over this. It should be July. So July 8th, yeah, July 8th is rainy, and so is July 9th. Okay. So I think let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll go ahead and hang out with the fox, and then we'll head into the dungeon. I'll make sure to save beforehand, just in case, I guess, but yeah. Best fox yelling before 20.
Hey, big bro.
Why do people die? Nanako is talking about her mother, who died in an accident. Nanako is looking straight at you. This is a difficult question for a girl Nanako's age to understand. With your level of expression, you were able to explain it to her. Since you have virtue, yeah.
Yeah.
You decided to talk to Nanako about life and death. I see. This is hard. But I get it. Thank you, big bro. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Well.
Oh, yeah, there was. What happens to a person when they die? They go to heaven, obviously. Those long days passing by from that door, like late summer days slowly fade away. Finding ways through my favorite tune, played all day with the O sound. Gosh, Heaven's music is so good, man. So it is true. Mom, you went to heaven. Saying I don't know there is technically also a correct response, by the way, but it's only +2 instead of +3. Also, it's, yeah, heaven. Oh yeah, I saw this on the news. Robbery at the post office. Why do bad people do bad things? Why do bad people do bad things? How do you explain this to a kid, man? I can see why you need level 3 expression to have this conversation. It's a hard conversation to have with a young kid. Well, we'll just go with the correct response here, quote unquote. I don't know. I see. You're not a bad person, so I guess you wouldn't know. Nanako looks relieved. But if there were no bad people, Dad would be home more. Last year, there weren't many crimes, so Dad was here a lot. He used to pick me up from kindergarten. Are bad people more important to Dad than I am? He's trying to protect you. I don't get it. Nanako is thinking. Seems that Nanako is bearing her sadness stoically. You feel that you understand a bit of Nanako's loneliness. Which chat vanished from the chat box. Did it? I don't think it did. Because like Duncan's message is right above you. Test. On the chat box. Did it do the cycle thing again? Sometimes it'll do that. For whatever reason, when it cycles through, like it'll rapidly go through and like catch up to the current thing. Current messages. Sometimes like only the YouTube messages will be left, but yeah. I don't know. They're probably just lurking. Yeah, I don't know why that is, to be honest with you. Did it do the cycle thing? It's been doing that a while. I'm not sure what it is. For some reason, every once in a while, the chat box will cycle through, and like only the YouTube messages will be left for the most part. I don't know why it does that. I really don't know. I'm guessing it's because I have messages always like showing in chat. Where did I get the overlay? Oh, I made this. I made the overlay that I have. I can even change the border color. But yeah, I made this. It's nothing too crazy, but what is it? Yeah. But yeah. I've been getting better at some of this stuff. I'm making new layouts for the starting soon and just chatting screen and all that kind of stuff, and the bathroom break. So I'm getting through it. I got a little bit more to go on the bathroom break and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it looks decent. It's a little hard to work with the 4x3 stuff, but yeah. Well, I made it in GIMP, and then the background is like, I made the image in GIMP, but I'm using OBS for streaming. But you can like, there are some elements that are being done through OBS. So for example, I can change the color of like the outline. I meant to like change the color of the outlines like as we were going through the game to like correspond to like the current dungeon, but I haven't been doing that. But I could do that some more. I tried to do that last time where I changed it to pink for Risei, but yeah. I guess we're technically still on that. Because we haven't hit the Risei deadline yet, so leave it as is and maybe think about changing it for tomorrow and Sunday stream. Not sure which color to go with though for Mitsuo. It's not like he's a party member, so he doesn't have like a color coordinated color for himself. It's not like a Power Ranger dude. Maybe we could just go like with black or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's taken a while to get better at this kind of stuff, dude. It was so bad. Like I used to use like, I remember some of my first layouts. They were like so bad. Man, they were like, oh, and like I didn't have any elements like through OBS. So for example, one of the first streams I did, I was playing through like a Pokemon game, right? And to update which Pokemon I had, like I would like change the actual image background. So like I would change the background in GIMP and then like remake the image basically. So instead of having like, so for example, this death counter thing here is something I can drag around and I can change it or whatever, right? And I can do that the same thing with like images and stuff, right? Imagine if the death counter was baked into the background, so every single time I like died or something, I like had to manually go into the imaging editing software, change that number, and then export it again, and then re-add it to OBS. That's how I did it the first time. It was so bad. Yeah, no, it is kind of funny to go back and look at some of that stuff. There is some fun stuff I did. Like the last time I played Persona 4 Golden, I had a thing like slide over with like my schedule of like who I was hanging out with and stuff. So I made like a little, I took like a picture of a notebook and like made that like slide out when I hit a button on screen. And then I wrote down there like note all the stuff I'm writing down on a notepad. I wrote down on that and then it would be on screen like when I was checking it. It's good. It's not a bad solution, but I decided not to do that for this. I think maybe if I did for Golden or whatever, it's just like trying to keep like things clean here, because part of it is I really do like, if I had made the game smaller, it wouldn't have been too bad and I could have like had more room to mess with stuff. But the thing is, I want this to be at a default like native resolution and like scaling, because I want this footage if I need to talk about P4 vanilla at some point and like for the video or whatever, I want to have like good footage of vanilla P4. So I didn't want to like, you know, squish it in the corner or something, or, you know, like make it too small or make it out a weird ratio or something. Did we beat Shadow Risei or are we still on it? We're past Shadow Risei. We did that last Sunday. Technically we're still on the Risei arc because the deadline for rescuing her is in like a few in-game days. So see the rainy days on the 8th and the 9th there? That's the 9th is the deadline for rescuing Risei. After that, I think there's like a little bit of talking to Risei. The exams happen. King Moron dies. Mitsuo stuff ensues. So, and also I think it's summer break because it should be the finals of this term, of the first term. There actually are some pretty good accessories we can get for acing the finals, by the way. I think the one we get from this might be... I'm trying to remember. I think it might be the plus $5 stats one, which at this point in the game is pretty good. Oh yeah? How'd that go? That sounds like fun. If you got enough people, it sounds like some fun times. But yeah, I know. I've gotten a little bit better at like overlays and like graphic design and stuff over time, and like gotten better at like using GIMP and stuff. It's funny because like the other day I was like trying to do something in GIMP for the new overlays that I'm making for the stream, and I was like, all right, how do I do this? All right, let me look up how to do this in Photoshop, and then I'll just translate it over to GIMP. It wasn't a one-to-one, and the effect didn't turn out like I wanted it to, so I ended up not using it, but that's kind of like what I've been doing. Sometimes you can find good like resources for GIMP, but more often than not, it's easier to look up something for Photoshop because it's just more common. I did actually use Photoshop a little bit for college, like one of my college classes. I had to use it for that, so I learned how to use Photoshop, but like, I don't know. I don't want to pay I just hate Adobe's like suite of like subscriptions and stuff. I just don't want to deal with Adobe, to be honest with you. Like the whole Adobe Cloud suite is not like something I want to deal with. So, and GIMP is free, so whatever. Nice. Yeah, it sounds like it would be kind of fun if you got enough people to like do something like that. All right, so we got the bait. It's a Wednesday. I think we're good on the Fox requests. So Yukiko wants to hang out. Otherwise, we did just hang out with her, so maybe hang out with Kanji. Yeah, because I think Kanji still needs to catch up. Because she's at rank 8, and Kanji should be at rank like 7 or so. No, 6. Yeah, so let's just hang out with the Kanji then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I did get a deal on the subscription, but like I tried to cancel it, quote unquote, earlier or whatever, like after I was done with the class, because I didn't want to keep paying the fee. And so they tried to get me with that like thing that they got sued over by like, I think the EU government or whatever, where like they try to hit you with like early cancellation fees. Oh shoot. You know what? It might actually be worth making food, because we did just hang out with Yukiko and get her to rank 8. So we probably would need to hang out with her again if we wanted to rank her up. Yeah. So, is she ready to hang out or not? I don't know. Let me save. And then if she's already ready to hang out or rank up or whatever, we'll, yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of testing here. But if she's already ready to hang out, then we'll be fine. Otherwise, we can reload and like try and make some food for her. Well, I mean, this is just like, do you mean like in the status screen? He looks pretty much the same as always. I mean, he's not wearing his jacket, but that's because it's the summertime, right? I guess the style is pretty different. No. No to both. Nice. Got some bonus extra knowledge there. Oh, that's right. I should be reloading for that probably, huh? Yeah, because you can get bonus knowledge occasionally. Right, because there's a mod in Golden that makes that consistent. But no, I haven't actually, unfortunately. BG3 just kind of fell off, and then I haven't ever had the pleasure of sitting down. I did like start like making, trying to come up, like try to make, like try to GM a Star Wars tabletop game at one point, but never really got off the ground. I only got like 2 people interested, and I never got too far into it. And I had to borrow the books from the library for the rules, so. Yeah, a little bit.
Yo!
None. I don't have any mods on. There's not a lot for P4, and I think I wanted mostly vanilla gameplay. The only one that I looked earlier, like 20-30 minutes ago, the only one that looks fairly useful is the classroom cheat sheet one. Technically I could no, this isn't golden. This is vanilla. Because golden would be too easy with how shuffle time works in that game for the Pixie only challenge in this incarnation. I'd have to like restrict hanging out with all party members and stuff. Playing on a PS2? I'm playing at a very special PS2. No, I'm not. I do actually have the capability of doing that now. I just don't have a way of capturing it. I modded my fat PS2 with a hard drive recently. Got all that stuff set up the other day. Just sat down and did it. Took a while to get everything going. At one point I thought I had messed up because like it didn't boot into the custom firmware. But then I realized I just hadn't plugged in the hard drive properly. So that was fun. I hadn't seeded it properly. So yeah, I messed around with that a little bit the other day. Played some DMC 3, played a little bit of Yakuza 1, some Tony Hawk skateboard on a CRTV with a PS2 there. Messed around with that a little bit. That was fun. Yeah, if I don't know, maybe in the future I'll play some of the games natively on a PS2 if I can get a good way of capturing it. But there are some benefits to playing you know, not on an actual PS2. Like you could get mods to like help smooth out the widescreen look for P4 vanilla, which I did think about doing because you can like get it to run in 16:9, but it doesn't look quite right even with the mods and everything. And I was like, whatever, we're playing the original version. We'll just keep the original aspect ratio. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that you can do that now, though. One thing I'd like to do, Meddler, is do a stream or a video or something where I have a modded version of a P3 Fez with like manual skill inheritance and manual party control, and like do that on like native hardware, because I think you can like get like some mods working on native hardware, and I want to see if I can get like those two things and maybe some other stuff working on native hardware, because that would be pretty cool. Trying to double check this. Hold on. So
Yeah.
if I hang out with Kanji, he's ready to rank up, right? So I'm just trying to see if I need to reload and make food for people. So Kanji's not ready to rank up, right? Yeah, so Kanji's not ready to rank up. What about Yukiko? Okay. Yeah, it does change the balancing of the game quite a bit, especially for Fez, since you're able to pass down like a bunch of skills that you can't in other games, like Die For Me and stuff. But and I don't know if it takes into account, if the mod takes into account like the fact that you're usually not able to get like physical skills on like a healing persona per se. Like if you could just put physical skills on like Pixie, or, for example, or whatever in P3 Fez with that mod. I'm not sure, but it does change the balancing quite a bit, obviously. So. Okay, so both Yukiko and Kanji aren't ready to rank up yet. Do I have to go back to the title to like reload that save? Okay, whatever. So well, first things first, let me look up what all the P4 cooking stuff that we can do is. I looked up literally P4. Huh. Found it though. And then oh yeah, there's Teddy. Okay, so other party members do show up on the game's like start screen. That's cool. I thought I saw that with like Chie one time, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, because usually it's the MC there. Oh, okay. So there's Yukiko. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that was a random chance for that to happen, I guess. Based off of like probably like your save files and stuff. Yeah, there's Rise. It's just like a random RNG chance, I guess, to like have Yukiko or somebody else or... Yeah, there's Naoto. Okay, so it's not based off your saves, I guess. It's just like one of the random party members. I'm pretty sure that's Naoto's outlined. It's a little hard to tell because of the hat. I think that's Naoto? Unless it's Kanji. I don't think it would be Kanji. Well, it's got the spiky hair, so maybe it's Kanji. A little hard to tell with the silhouette of the head. No, because the shoes, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's Naoto. Yeah, it's cool. I didn't realize that. Yeah, there's Chie. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and reload that save. We'll make some food. And then I got to decide who to give it to. There is like also favorites. Like certain people have different favorite foods. So I don't know. Maybe if it's a favorite food for one of them, we can pick that person. Let me just check. Otherwise, probably Yukiko, because she's already a higher rank. So yeah. All right, surprisingly, you have the ingredients to make Daigaku emo. Okay. So let me find... I'm a little surprised. Oh, it's Yukiko's favorite. Yeah, okay, we'll give it to her then. That works out great. How should I prepare the sweet potato? Deep fry them. In addition, you made 3 bait from leftovers. Oh, okay. So even if you don't mess up, you do get some bait for making food. That's cool. Lunch break. You brought your lunch today. Do you want to eat lunch with someone? Yukiko. Yep. Eat lunch with Yukiko. You eat crispy Daigaku emo together.
Wow, this is good.
Oh, it's really good. Did you make this on your own? This flavor's excellent, and the presentation is great too. You want to work as a chef at our place? I'm just kidding. They'd be more than welcome if you wanted to. It was Yukiko's favorite. Nice. So you can rank up Yukiko soon. All right, should we hang out with her or hang out with Kanji? I think actually we should still hang out with Kanji. No, because we could rank her up here. I don't know. I don't remember. Shoot, I just did this. I think it was the third one. Yeah, with the chat box thing. There it is, yeah. I'm trying to... I need to look into an alternative. Also, the other thing I could do is I could just make it so like chat messages disappear after a certain amount of time. I think maybe that would fix it. I should probably try that first, but I might want to try and find a different option. Just in general. See what else is out there and like see if there's something better than what I'm currently using. All right, so let's go into town, grab the bait, and then let's see. Today's the 7th. So tomorrow is the first rainy day, so we'll hang out with the fox, and then on the 9th we'll head into the dungeon. We can't do anything on the 9th anyway at night because we have to watch the midnight channel, so it actually works out. Because at least if we hang out with the fox tomorrow, we'll still be able to do something at night. So maybe we should make a habit of going into the dungeon then on the final day that it's available, or like the deadline to like rescue someone. That way we can make some good use of time. That could be something good to do. We'll see. Crazy we still haven't gotten to the dungeon crawling part of this stream. I guess we can always do some of it tomorrow too. Well, between today's stream and tomorrow's stream, we'll have a full weekend stream. So, it's all good. Keep making progress. Let's go into town. So, are we gonna hang out with Kanji or Yukiko? Because we could rank up Yukiko. But if we hang out with Kanji, then... Well, actually, let me think about it this way. When do exams start? Because we get a bonus to everybody's, social link in school if we do well on exams, which thanks to being able to answer all the manual questions correctly and we have a decent academics, we should do fairly well on the exams overall. So when do the exams start? I think I still have that calendar open, right? Do I not? I don't. Okay. Calendar. I always misspell calendar. Okay. Persona 4. And today, exams start on the 19th. Okay, so we still have a few days until then. Yeah, looks like after the deadline for resay, we still have like a whole week or whatever until exams. So, okay, sounds good. Not something I have to worry about too much. Let's go ahead and hang out with Kanji then. It'd be good to rank up Kanji or work on his social link because it's lower. We'll hang out with Yukiko like, I guess, tomorrow IRL. Next time we get a chance. But yeah, I should keep in mind that exams are coming up. If somebody's not ready to rank up, then maybe I should just hang out with somebody else in school so they can get closer to ranking up, you know, something like that. All right, so it's a Thursday. I think we can go and do our part-time janitor work. Yeah, let's go do that in a minute. No, I don't have this open, do I? Well, let's just see if it's a hangout. If it's an actual like rank up, then I'll go ahead and look up what the correct responses are a minute. Oh, okay. It is one. Oh, what is her name? Sayo Go Yuhara? Yeah. Haha, I remembered her name. Look at me remembering names and stuff. Who am I and what have I done with the box? Alright. Let's go ahead and... I think this is rank 5? Yeah, this one's rank 5. Okay. You decided to pretend not to notice and continue cleaning. Your courage has increased.
Oh, you're here.
Sayoko looks like she's in a bad mood. Did you hear that commotion? That was the first time anyone's ever called me a slutty bitch to my face. It's like a soap opera. Seriously. When I laughed at her feeble attempt at an insult, she scratched at me. Who's the bitch now? Sayoko smiles wryly. At the previous hospital I worked at, I had a relationship with one of the doctors. But he had a wife. She found out. I was forced to quit. And I started working here. Not too long after, it seems he began flirting again, this time with a different nurse at the hospital. I don't know what happened, but I got dragged back into it. His wife came all the way here to bitch at me. The other nurses were just watching with these stupid smirks on their faces. Can't be helped, I guess. You're right. I'd probably do the same in their place. Strangers are strangers. Sayaka smiles wryly. Everything's just a pain. I wasn't like this at first. When I first thought about becoming a nurse. What am I working for? What am I living for? You don't have enough understanding. Aw, okay. Hey, it could always be worse, right?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just grumbling to myself. You're pretty bold for a kid. Sayoko smiles. You feel you understand Sayoko more now. The nurse social link has reached level 5. Your power to create a persona... Yeah, okay. I'd better go. I'm sure that bitch is gone by now.
Goodbye now.
Be careful going home. I just made some food and like shared it with Yukiko. That's pretty much all that happened, Duncan, while you were gone, I think. All right, it's raining. We can't get bait today because it is raining. Let's go hang out with the fox, and then tomorrow we'll go into the dungeon. Yeah, it's been doing that for a while now. It's weird too because it only started doing it when I started playing this game because it's the same like basic setup that I had for the full FMT for streams, right? It's the same exact like back end thing, but for some reason, when it comes, suddenly it started doing that. So I think it's, like I said, probably the whole like keeping messages around thing. I'm guessing that like either YouTube or Twitch is like refreshing the messages on their end for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't found anybody else with the same issue, unfortunately, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I have to like reset back to default and try and like make it work again or something. I don't know. I don't think I've done anything that would like make that happen, but if I did know that, then I guess I would have fixed it by now. Oh, it's a Friday. I bought all the vending machine drinks, right? I believe I did. I know I did at least once on today's stream. I just don't remember if it... Yeah, okay. Remember to do that again here soon. Keep up with that. Although hopefully we should be able to get the Invigorate 1 accessories here pretty soon. So that'll be less of a priority after that. Probably do it for like one more dungeon or so. And then probably can be fine without doing that. Anyway, we did the cat request fox, so I'll have to pick up the next one tomorrow, but won't be able to do it, you know, like tomorrow IRL. Trying to remember what the last couple are. I have that open. Yeah, the last two are I wish my wallet would return. We have to go find a wallet for somebody. Gotta find the wrong wallet, try and return it to her, and then go get the correct wallet. And then the last one is, I think, different for golden, because this one... Yeah, I think you just have to catch a guardian for the last one. I think this one's different for golden, because the wiki is talking about doing the, like going to the beach to fish. So let me see, what's the last rank in Once the Guardian Sawa Guardian quest has been finished, the protagonist needs max rank understanding. Really? Oh, we need to max out our understanding for the to finish up the Fox stuff? Huh. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but like, okay.
Welcome home.
All right, whatever. I guess if that's the case, we'll just see it at Aya until on rainy days. All right, so it's Friday. Let's just hang out with. Should we hang out with Nanako or should we hang out with the Devil Social Link? Probably the Devil one actually. Yeah. Starting to get caught up on the nighttime social links. Yeah, because once we get caught up on Nanako and the Devil one, I think this is just a normal hangout probably. Yeah, it is. Once we get caught up on those two, and by caught up I mean finish the Devil Social Link, the only one that's left at nighttime is the tutoring one, if I remember correctly. Right? I think so. No, I think that's actually in the afternoon. That's not at night, so. Yeah, I think those are the only 3 nighttime social links, I guess. Yeah, so we'll just take the time to fish and work on our social stats. All right, so today would be the deadline to go and save Risei. We have already done that, but we're still going to head into the dungeon in a minute. Let's go over to the shopping district a minute and pick up the quest for the fox real quick, though. And then we'll see if we can start it today, because we do have to take a couple of in-game days to actually do it. Let me buy as many croquettes as I can. I keep forgetting to do this. Okay. Won't matter too much, but it's a little bit of healing. And then let me, while I have the requests thing open, let me just double check that I don't have any that I can pick up before we head in, I guess. Let's see, so it's 7-9. Yeah, the I wish my wallet would return. Okay. Let's see. There should actually be one that's available. Okay. Go pick up a couple of quests then. Yeah, there's a couple that looks like they're available. Might as well pick them up and see if we can do them a minute. Books are always interesting, aren't they? Restricting yourself to single genre is such a waste. Have you read any photo books? Don't just assume they're just for small children. They're expensive and hard to get too. But are you interested in them? I'm interested. I knew you would be. I'll let you have one, but it won't be for free. Okay. Have you heard of hard boots? If you can bring me a pair, I'll trade you for a photo book, okay? I think that's a fair trade. What do you say? I'll look for them. Alright, please do. Just bring them to me and we'll make the trade. Okay. Yeah, that's something we can buy from Dodera Metalworks. Let me just see if I can actually just do that right now. Like if I have to farm that out or whatever. I assume hard boots would be a weapon for Chie. Sorry, I need to go get a refill on water. Once we get into the dungeon, I'll go ahead and use the bathroom and get a refill on water a minute. No, sorry. Dodera Metal Works, not the Velvet Room. Yep. Yeah, have to do some, Probably broke my YouTube. My cat hates. Jeez. Oh, yeah, keyboard cat. I have, had issues with keyboard cat, too. Sometimes one of the cats likes to jump up on the desk while I'm trying to stream, so I have to, like, keep moving her to the bed until she gets the hint. Takes the hint and, plays there. But yeah, had to get some busy work done and all that, so yeah, it looks like I'll need to farm out that. Okay, fair enough. What's your question about P5, sir? Or ma'am? Actually, I don't know. What's your question, Coltrot? And then I think there's one at the high school. I think that radio kid wants some stuff. What floor is he on? Near the science room in the practice building. Okay. I don't know. I guess they just like bicker, like they don't like each other. I mean, Ryuji keeps calling him a cat, and Morgana hates being called a cat, so. They just bicker a lot. They're both kind of childish, so they'll get caught up on like stupid stuff and argue over stupid stuff that doesn't really matter. Has Rise Kujikawa come back to the place her family's from? Okay. All right, I have another request for you if you'd like. What is it? Can you use your connections to find me a mineral? I need a silver needle ore. Well, I mean, it's kind of an ore. Silver lump, that's what I need. It may be pretty hard to find. I'll give you a reward, of course. Something you can't find in stores. What do you think? Can I leave it to you? I'll get it for you. Hey, thanks! Sorry for always giving you these strange requests so suddenly. Okay. Let's head over to... Both are morons. Both are very childish, yes. The Fox link is for cheaters. Alright, whatever, Duncan. Gosh, I know you're just joking, but I really want to go on a tirade about why it's not for cheaters. Like the whole, like, I don't know. Okay, so you know how you have the tired system in P3, right? They took out the tired system because everybody didn't like the tired system in P4, right? So instead, you don't get a full refill when you go back to the entrance. That's why. That's how it's balanced. All right. Looks like we're going back into TV. So, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I need to do before we go in? I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. What? What do you mean? No. Screw Teddy. I need to do some grinding. Teddy's training as hard as he can over there. Let's leave him be for a while. Screw you. What the heck? Screw you, Teddy. I have to grind. I have to remake Pixie. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, sorry. I'm like way too distracted. What the heck, man? Probably support skills, Meddler. Healing and, buff and debuff. Unique skill would probably be something that heals both HP and SP. Plans ruined by Teddy once again. F. Oh. F to pay respect for Teddy after I'm done with him. Man! Alright. What do we do? I think we just go a little bit further then. Because let's see. What if we just try and get past exams then today? Do I still have that calendar up? I don't, do I? And then we could just like try and get some stuff done tomorrow, I guess, if we could get a little bit farther in the with like hanging out with people and stuff, I guess, today. Man, that sucks. Oh. Alright, whatever. At least if we're going in once Teddy's available as like a party member, then we can grind up his level and stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's try and get to like exams and stuff then. Dang. Alright. Yeah, alright. We'll just hang out with people for like another half an hour or so. Try and get to exams. And then tomorrow, I guess, we'll head into the dungeon and do some of that stuff. It'll give me a bit more time to figure out what I even want to do with Pixie anyway. Although maybe I should like make sure I leave off on a day where I can... make sure I leave off during a day so I can like remake Pixie. Have I maxed my social stats already? No. No, I guess if we're, yeah, let's go back to town then. If we can't hang out with, but we can't hang out with, like, anybody because it's a rainy day, right? Let's just go check if our band is available, band class is available, or whatever, band club. If band isn't available, IMA isn't available, then we'll just go ahead and, eat at Aya. Get some extra social stats. I guess we could study in the library because, you know, that wouldn't be bad either. But yeah, we'll just hang out at Aya. Man, that sucks. Oh well. Yeah, and we just did the Fox social link yesterday, so we haven't gotten to the point where I can do the other one. I guess one thing I could do, let me just double check if I can start working on the well, we could fish today. Is there anything that I really want from fishing for this month? Let me double check that. I don't know. I think there was actually some decent stuff for this month, but I can't remember what it was. Because the old man refreshes what he has every month, so there should be a lady who dropped her wallet around here somewhere near the park, I think it said. Okay, it's raining, so she's probably not out. Fair enough. A lot of NPCs aren't out when it's raining. Okay. So... okay. So... go and use the bathroom and get a drink of water. What was I checking? Oh yes. What can we get from fishing this month? Would it be good to go? Would it be good to go fishing instead of going to Aya? So it's July. We can get Blessed Hands from which is Heal Lamp as an accessory, which increases healing by 50%. You know, Divine Grace. Which is decent at this point. Yeah, we might do that. It's only like 4 Amber Sema. I think I already have like 3 of those things, right? No, I have some Inaba Trout, a huge fish, the Genji IU. Okay. No, I don't have any of those. Alright. To be fair though, it's probably not... compared to P4 Golden. In what way? Like, there are a lot of differences in Golden. What part? I'm not sure what you're talking about. There are a lot of differences with P4 Golden. I'm not sure what you're asking about. I'm not sure which part you're asking about is different. Alright, let's go ahead and eat at Aya then. Because I can always fish at night as well. It's not, and we still have like a whole month, and it's not a huge deal. We can eventually buy that from Dodera if we really want to, but it wouldn't be bad to get that for the next boss or whatever. All right, what do we got? Understanding, knowledge, diligence. That's not bad. Some of the backgrounds are different in P4 Golden compared to vanilla P4, like the mountain ranges and stuff in the background.
The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog
But you can
is
still go over
expected
there
to
in
form
Golden.
the
It's
Inaba region
the
later
like
tonight.
actual area where you can walk around is exactly the same in Golden. Yeah, fog will be setting in tonight. Yeah. All right. Let's just go and when I was watching info. When I was watching info? Really not sure what you mean. Oh, I forgot to check the Naka show last Sunday. I should remember to do that tomorrow. If we could get the option to. Since it's since we might have to hang out with like Rise and the gang, debrief her and what happened. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. I thought this happened after the exams, but nope. Rip in peace, Mr. King Moron himself. Yep. You can hear sirens in the distance. Something happened? Your cell phone is ringing. From Chie.
Did you hear yet? They found a dead body just outside the shopping district. I don't get it. I mean, Look, we're all meeting at Jeunesse. Come over right away.
Chie hung up. You're sure you rescued Rise? It would be best if you heard to Jeunesse.
Hey, over here! Yosuke went over to check out the scene. He should be back soon.
Yeah, it was murder, all right. The body was hanging upside down on an apartment's rooftop railing.
But how could that...
That's not all. The victim this time, it was King Moron.
King Moron?
You mean that King Moron? Senpai's homeroom teacher?
Why? What on earth's going on here?
How am I supposed to know? But I talked to a guy there who saw it. It's true. There's no mistake.
Gotta be shitting me. Ain't the killer targeting people who get shown on TV? I ain't never seen King Moron on the Midnight Channel or any other programs.
Why did this happen?
I thought we finally figured some things out. Were they all just a big coincidence?
Maybe the Midnight Channel doesn't have anything to do with this.
That seems unlikely.
We came so far and now we're back to square one. Were we in over our heads, trying to catch a culprit that even the police couldn't find?
Yeah. Yeah, needed to get some grinding done, but apparently I can't go in because Teddy's not done forming his own body yet. Now, we might still go into the dungeon today, actually, now that I think about it, because I think Teddy introduces his new body here, and, like, it's either now or, like, after the exams. I can't remember. But yeah, until Teddy's a party member properly, we can't go back into the dungeon because he's working out apparently. So we should give him some space. So we can't go in and like farm out some drop items and stuff today. So I guess we'll just have to do that tomorrow. Too early to give up now, guys. Come on.
Damn straight. We started this thing because the police can't tell their asses from their elbows. We give up now, and that shithead's gonna be on the loose forever. This ain't the time for bitching and moaning. We just gotta keep on keeping on.
Kanji-kun.
Huh. Big talk from someone like you, Kanji.
What's that supposed to mean?
Plus, tomorrow I gotta go do something, so I can only stream for like 2 hours tomorrow.
I know. We're dealing with a murderer here, but we've all risked our lives to get this far. No way we'll back down. And we promised the bear, too.
Hey, that's right. Maybe Teddy knows something about this.
Well, since moping around won't do us any good, let's go see him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is
Huh?
where
A
you get
statue?
introduced to Teddy.
Now that's unusual.
Oh, okay, so we'll be able to go in like after this. All right, we'll have to use up a daytime slot, but it is what it
Hi
is.
there. Did something happen?
Let me just double check that doesn't like rain anytime soon.
Ah, Yosuke-kun.
Great timing. Did the manager tell you anything about this?
Okay, it does. It rains on the
There's
13th, so
been
we'll
this
just go in
weird
that day.
mascot around
And
our
on the 12th.
department for quite a while now. Is there some kind of campaign on today?
Mascot?
He said his name was, what was it? Terry? Eddie?
Well, there are no customers around, so I guess it's fine. I better get back to my station.
That's serious work ethic there. It doesn't
Please
matter. I
don't
guess
tell
it's
me.
fine. Whatever.
Whoa, he's here.
This really hits the spot.
What the? I mean, how'd you?
It took you guys long enough. I've been waiting.
Teddy, are you okay on this side?
How did you even leave your side?
Of course I can come out. There's an exit. It just never occurred to me to do it before. But spending time with you all sparked my curiosity about this world. I did wonder if it was a good idea, but my feet started moving before I could decide.
I really do wonder how his voice is gonna sound once he, you know,
And when I thought about it,
becomes
I
a
had
real
nowhere
boy.
to go, and it was a waste to go back, so I waited here for you. Oh, someone asked for my name, so I told them I'm Teddy.
So that's why.
Oh, yeah, there's something we need to ask you. How long have you been here, Teddy? Did anyone enter the other world?
I stayed until the fog settled in on my side, but no one came.
You're positive. You really didn't sense a single person.
I just said that I didn't. I was there all by myself, like always.
And your nose wasn't clogged or anything?
Aren't you listening? I was utterly, totally, and 100% alone. That's why I came over here. But I can understand if you don't believe me. My senses aren't that good lately anyways.
I believe you.
Oh, Sensei's heart is radiating pure kindness.
I mean, I already know. I know what's going on and how King Moron died. So yeah, I believe you.
Well, it's true that the Midnight Channel was blank last night. And even before that, Teddy says he didn't sense anything, right? Does that mean King Moran was never on that side?
What's going on?
Hey, I want to go somewhere.
Huh? Now ain't the time, dude. You seriously don't plan on going back, do you? Where do you want to go, anyway?
I want to give this to Rise-chan. It's for her.
You received glasses from Teddy.
Rise-chan will probably back us up from now on. So I'm gonna fight alongside you with everything I got. Don't think of me as the same cute little Teddy.
Actually, I didn't check. Does Rise get any skills from leveling up? I know she doesn't get like anything from ranking up, but I haven't checked if she gets anything good for leveling up in this game. Maybe some of her level up skills were reworked to be rank up skills? So maybe there is something there with that.
I'm an all-new model. I have a powerful attack, an unbeatable defense, and a winning smile.
He has good ice magic and buffing and debuffing skills. We'll probably be using him against the next boss, the Mitsuo boss. Let me just double check actually if Teddy gets buffing and debuffing like by the time we get to the level we're going to be at, because I think we get to like level 45 or so for the Mitsuo boss. Because Mitsuo himself is at level 45, so usually right around there. So Rise, party member. Sorry, let me keep going with this while I'm looking at this.
Legend of Teddy.
Wow, a new legend.
Oh yeah, she does get some stuff from leveling up. At level 43, she can review... Oh, okay. Yeah, so she does get some skills that, like, restore HP and SP after a fight. But it's not until, like, level 63 that she gets that. At level 63, she gets, like, plus 5% of HP after a battle, and at 77 she gets 5%. So it's not as strong as like Golden, but she does get it eventually. Yeah, she gets the same skill, like the SP skill that she gets at level 77, she gets at level 61 in Golden, and then it gets upgraded to 10% around 79. So, and that's the last skill she learns by level up. Okay. So yeah, okay. So she'll get some stuff, but it's not really a thing we can really worry about. It'll just happen when it happens.
Uh-oh, people are starting to stare. Keep it down, will you, Ted? Come on, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay. We still aren't going to get anything that reduces defense, so maybe we put that on Pixie, but at least Teddy will get something that increases everybody's attack at level 42, so that's not too bad.
Okay, just to make sure, I'm gonna ask you one last time. Nobody was over there except for you until the fog came back, correct?
That's what I've been saying.
He didn't show up on the Midnight Channel either.
What's up with that?
No clue. But I think we can be sure now that King Moron was never thrown into the TV.
Yeah, we shouldn't get rid of Chie's ice skills entirely for coverage purposes, but for the most part, yeah.
Then
At
what?
least
He was
not
killed
before
over
the next
here?
boss. You might still get it, but like not before the next boss. Let me double check that actually.
Why not throw him into a TV like all the rest?
They couldn't throw him in.
They couldn't? Well, they've done it a bunch of times already, but I guess everyone screws up sometimes.
Unless we're dealing with a different person. It is a little surprising that it might be somebody else. I guess, you know, because you have to for this story, but no, I guess you don't have to. You could at least float the possibility of it being somebody else. But
Maybe the culprit thought he couldn't kill any more people by throwing them into TVs. I mean, we prevented his last 3 attempts in a row.
get you. That could be it.
Not a terrible
so they
conclusion.
snuffed someone on our side this time to make sure it worked.
He gets Mara Kukaja, increases everybody's defense by 3 turns for the party. But it doesn't look like he gets Marakunda. Looks like he gets... Let's see.
Damn it. If that's true, then we have no way of preventing more murders unless we catch the killer.
He gets 2 resists in P4 when he oh, he gets Angolden as well. But yeah, he gets 2 resists when his persona evolves, but doesn't cover his weakness. So,
We need more clues.
yeah, so he gets something to increase the party's defense eventually, but not to decrease enemies' defense. He does get Energy Shower though, which the boss uses an ailment skill, so we'll want him for that at least.
I wonder if Rise-chan's up and around yet.
Yeah, we'll have to put our hopes on her.
Oh, let's find out. Yeah, he gets Marakunda and Golden at rank 6. You were close, yeah. But he doesn't get that, obviously, here in
It's
4.
so hot out.
Oh, who's ready for the
I'm
Teddy
taking this
reveal?
off.
Wait, you're not talking about your head, are you? Cut it out! There's kids watching!
No, he gets Maru Kaja. Yeah, he'll get that at level 42. That's what I was saying.
Scarred for life.
We'll be able
They
to
see an
buff
empty
everybody's
mascot
attack at
walking
least.
around.
But yeah, I could put like
Consideration, man.
Marakunda or something like that onto Pixie for the
I'm
next
glad
boss
you're
fight.
back to normal, though. Your fur's all fuzzy again.
Can I feel it?
No. Actually, I'm no longer a hollow bear. I trained and trained, hoping to someday score with Chie-chan and Yuki-chan. And now, I finally have an inside.
Yeah, good job with that.
Come on. Can't we give it a rest with the whole scoring thing?
Dude, you're hollow. Taking your head off isn't gonna cool you down.
But I just told you I'm not hollow anymore. Yeah, it's too hot. I can't stand it.
Interesting that the cutscenes are in 16:9.
Whoa! What the?
Much better.
No way!
I guess that would have been the standard at the time already, because this was just 2009. So most people had already moved on to like 16:9 TVs in the home. So it was 2009 this game came out, right? Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Chie-chan, Yuki-chan.
Yes?
He's a real
Do
boy.
you have anything
Hey, Cordy.
to wear? I'm basically like a newborn at the moment.
Teddy? Is that really you? Wait, did you say you're like a newborn? Then don't take the bottom part off.
Yeah.
You need some clothes, right? Come on, let's go look around.
I think I was remembering it was like a year or so after Halo 3, which was boggled the mind. So yeah, 16:9 would have been the standard already by that point for most stuff anyway.
That's Teddy? he said he's not hollow anymore. So, like, he grew himself a body in there?
What kind of creature would do that? I mean, what is he?
He's Teddy, obviously.
Then again, this is hardly the first bizarre thing we've seen.
Yeah. It's interesting because Chie's new VA didn't really follow the old VA's like performance too closely, but the Teddy one definitely followed the old VA, like the old performance, pretty closely. So even though it's like a different person, they're both trying to do the same voice, if that makes sense.
And I gotta admit, it's probably better than him walking around in his bear suit.
Although I think the P4 Golden one is much
Okay,
more higher
weren't we gonna
pitched
see
and like a
about
bit more
talking to Risa?
squeaky.
I was so shocked that
But
I
yeah,
lost track
generally
of
the
what we were
consensus
talking
with
about.
the old Chie voice is
Let's head
that's
over
too
to
mature
Risa's
for
place.
her.
As for Teddy, he's with the girls, so he should be fine.
I don't hate it. Kind of grown on me, but like it definitely doesn't fit her in certain places. I don't know.
It's finally the season for Topsicles again.
Maybe it's just because the voice actress wasn't overacting for her. You know? Because sometimes when you're on camera or you're doing, like when you're talking through like a digital medium, you have to kind of like overact because you're missing a lot of social cues like facial expressions and stuff.
Dude, how many are you going to eat? You're gonna get a stomachache.
Sorry, we're late.
How did it take you
I mean,
that
I
long to
definitely
find
don't think
clothes
that
for
the
Ted?
original Chie VA did like a bad job on voicing her by any means.
Whoa. Is that you, Teddy?
Oui, monsieur. How do I look?
CS magnifique.
Ugh, don't encourage him. I have to say, it totally blew my mind. But he's Teddy, all right.
Yeah, well, this is probably just kind of like his Teddy voice, and then he kind of made it more squeaky for while he's in the suit, to be honest.
This guy had to make it a huge ordeal. Everything was new to him, so it turned into a big mess. He was so excited in the women's section that he started blabbering. Hey, you can't just go around doing whatever you please when you're in this form, got it?
Well, he can't help it. It's his first time in our world.
All right. You don't need to get all mopey like that. I never said I won't forgive you.
I'm so glad. I was worried that you didn't like me anymore.
Yeah, this is way lower pitched than P4 Golden's Teddy. The P4 Golden Teddy is a lot higher pitched and squeaky. Up to you whether you think that fits more of a mascot kind of vibe or not, but that's probably why some people have some issues with
if
that
you can
Teddy.
behave yourself, you'll be pretty cute.
Is he cute? What do you think, Kanji?
Huh? What are you asking me for?
Well, I was just wondering if he was your type.
Well, she is trying to take care of Teddy a little bit. That is a very, like, I don't know, mom or older sister thing kind of say, you know, just can't go do anything you want in the store. Come on.
Oh, I get it. What you're really asking is, will you please beat the shit out of me, Kanji?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. I see something and I can't unsee it. Can I pull this up on screen? How do I do this? Hold on. I have to pull something up on screen real quick. Just take a screenshot. Save as whatever. And then I think I can just pull it up on OBS here. So, okay. This is really stupid, but I can't unsee it. So, you see the MC holding the
Popsicle stick? The animator missed. It's like probably impossible to see on your phone, so that's why I had to blow it up. But yeah, the P4MC is using the force apparently. Gosh dang it. I know, it's just like a small animation like thing, but like gosh dang. What was the, it's just like a couple inches over. He's not, no. There's like a little bit of that kind of there's a little bit of that going on in some of these games where like you could tell like some of the animations aren't quite lined up with like holding something or whatever, but it's kind of whatever most of the time. I just noticed it like pretty badly there. I think Yosuke or no, here it is. Yeah, Kanji has kind of the same thing going on. Let me bring that up real quick. It really doesn't matter, but it is kind of funny. Kanji's kind of got the same thing going on here. Oh. Oh, it gets worse. Look at Kanji. Like, it's also slightly off. Like, the stick is in front of his finger there. I think, like, Yosuke is the only one who it looks convincing, like he's actually holding it. No, it's not even that. It's not even close enough. Look, it's like in front of his knuckle. He's like holding like a fist motion, like, but like it's outside of like his upper knuckle. And that's probably the same in like the golden version of the game too, because they didn't change any of these scenes. So like the animation's probably like slightly off in that version as well. There's like a lot of little stuff like that. Like if you look really closely at like when the dojibas are eating and stuff, there's like a little bit of clipping going on with like some of that stuff too, but it's not really a big deal. It's just like, I don't know, whatever. It's a PS2 game. It's whatever, man. They did not, Corgi.
It ain't funny, Yukiko-senpai.
Actually, you know what? Do I have that? I might have footage of this. Hold on. We can go check. I have footage. Recordings, gameplay recordings. I have recordings of P4. Hold on. I think I have footage of this same conversation in Golden. Yeah, here it is. Oh, this will be kind of interesting though. Okay, so all right, so let me go here. And how are we gonna do this? I think I have a display capture somewhere, don't I? If not, I can make one real quick. So I've been playing through Golden at the same time and getting some like footage for screenshots. I've said this multiple times because I need like stuff for screenshots for thumbnails. Where's the display capture? Where's display capture? I know I have it here somewhere. Come on, OBS. I have like, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, I just have to resize this real quick. And then let me put it like on this layer here. Yeah, that'll work, right? No, actually it has to be above the game. Yeah, it'll work. Whatever. Oh gosh, it's all screwy now. Whatever. All right. We're only just doing this for like a few seconds anyway. Yeah, so
But here's the same scene, right? That we just saw. So, okay. So here, the popsicles look fine for the most part, right? Because it's from this angle. So it looks fine here. It's just that, like, when we get over here to this scene, because the animations were made to be seen from the other angle, it wasn't really made to be seen from this angle, I think, is what it kind of is. So it looks a little off from this angle, but yeah. But if I go ahead and turn off that, if I get pulled into capture, it did. So if I turn off this, you can see like how much brighter golden is. Like, look at this. Look how much brighter it is. I didn't really notice it too much, but like all the colors are like way boosted up. Like there's no fog at all. Like granted, it's like the daytime, it's supposed to be sunny, but there's like no fog. Like I knew they toned it down like in golden, but I didn't realize it was this much. Like look at the sun on like Teddy's hair there. Like his hair is like bright blonde in like golden, but here it's got like a bit more shading to it because like the lighting isn't so harsh. Yeah, I mean both are a vibe. It kind of makes a bit more sense for the game to be a bit more foggy at times, but it is supposed to be sunny out, so it's kind of like whatever, right? But yeah, you can see also in like Yosuke's pants how much brighter they are here, and then compared to here where like they got more shading on the inside and stuff. Like the lighting is just like way less harsh and like bright. So I don't know. Fun adventures in differences in ports, I guess. This kid just got brighter pants. I guess so. I mean, the same pants, it's just the lighting is different. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how I wasn't seeing the dialogue there, if you're playing the next time you're playing Golden, or if you want to go and try this out yourself, just open up Golden, hit the F1 key. It disables all UI. So you can like look at scenes without like the text boxes, or like disable the thing in the top right. That's how I've been getting screenshots and stuff. It's like a default feature of the PC version of Persona 4 Golden. Something maybe you should try out if you're thinking about it next time.
Sorry. You'll have to forgive Yukiko. She's helpless when she gets this way.
Oh, please, everyone. Don't fight over me, baby.
Shut up! You picking a fight with me?
I will say I think actually the Golden VA did a better job at delivering some of these lines. Remembering how it sounded in Golden.
Jeez, oh well.
I could, but like, I do have it on hand. But I actually closed VLC, and I'd have to pull up the file again, actually. And plus, I don't have a good way of like muting the game and then like playing the audio and stuff. It'd be a pain. It'd be a pain to swap and like mute the game and like swap back and forth.
Here, Kanji, get whatever ice cream you want. Just share it with Teddy. We're gonna head for the tofu shop. Wait here until we get back.
Wow, you're rich.
I can't just take this from you.
Think of it as a welcome back party for Teddy. Just don't go around making a racket.
Whoa, Yosuke, what's gotten into you? You're acting like a real senpai all of a sudden. Oh, I get it. You might say differently, but you're still nice to Teddy. Well, I'm glad Yosuke's developing into such a mature adult. Someone who doesn't let trifles bother him.
Yeah, I mean, it's the aspect ratio the game was originally developed in. I don't think either is bad. I think that the original version looks better in some ways, and Golden looks better in a lot of ways. I think that there's... Yeah, she does, doesn't she? There's like, I don't know, they're different styles. It's kind of interesting to look at, right? It's just one of those things where whenever you have a port of a game or like a remaster of a game, I'm sure there'll be some things about the remaster I won't like, right? Like, I'm sure visually, by pure definition of like how many pixels there are on screen, it'll be a lot better than Golden or the original P4. But like, I'm sure there'll be some things. Hey, I'm sure they will correctly align the hands. That'll be funny. I'll have to double check that they've properly aligned the hands for Persona 4's remake, right? For this one, so I'll have to like get up close and double check that their hands actually line up with the ice cream.
Oh, it's about Teddy's clothes, that's all. We didn't have the money for them, so we charged the rest to you.
Yeah, you could probably, Corgi. You just have to like probably set the settings correctly. Although it would be different than this because of the fog and stuff. There's still visual differences. Although there is a mod that's trying to add back in some of the fog to like some of the dungeons and stuff. Yeah.
Charge?
Yeah, we're getting there. We'll probably hear about P4 remake here in a couple of weeks, so that'll be fun.
What? You put it on my account? Oh, what the hell, GA? I never said you could do that.
What else were we supposed to do? The stuff was expensive, even for Janess.
How expensive?
You seriously charged it to me? Why would you do that? You know I've been saving up to buy a motorcycle.
Yeah. Or a Yosuke.
Oh, that? You don't need one.
What?
That's insensitive, Chie. If Yosuke wants to waste his own money, he should be able to waste his own money on a motorcycle. I think that's the day that Xbox is announcing stuff. They're doing like, you know, a series of announcements for their Xbox showcase. So one of the things that might be on there is P4 remake, because I think like, because P3R was I think announced on an Xbox announcement, right? And then it went on to be on Game Pass there for a little bit, so.
Come on, baby. Stop fighting over it.
Shut up! This is your fault, you know.
Gosh.
You listen here, Ted. You better take really, really, really good care of that. If you put even a single tear in it, I'll make your next set of clothes out of the bear hide you took off.
Yuri Lowenthal really did give it 100% on this. Super Mew, I am in the Persona 4 hell. I have been in the Persona 4 hell. But thank you. This is not even my
Teddy, don't let it get
second time playing Persona 4. I played Golden, I think 3 times now, but this is my first time playing the original Persona 4. I wanted to do Pixie only run because I did one for P5, but I thought Golden would be too easy. And it was a good excuse to play the original version of P4. Oh gosh, I don't think that ice cream is lining up with that angry animation. Wait, can I get it? Hold on. Now I have to see if I can get the ah, shoot. Hold on. I have to take a screenshot at the right time. Oh, there's so much PS2 motion blur. Can I get a good screenshot of this? Like on a delay. No, there's so much motion blur, but I don't think the ice cream is quite lined up. Ah, whatever.
Let's go get some topsicles.
Yes. The original version of P4, yep. Certainly not around the time of
I think they're going to be a while.
I think most AAA games will avoid releasing around the same time as GTA 6, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. That they'll either try and like get it out the door like before GTA 6, so they'll like rush it, or they'll push it back till after, like a month or two after GTA 6 for most AAA games, I think. I think still plenty of indie games will come out, but yeah. It was aggressively difficult on easy mode too. Yeah. I've been playing on hard with only Pixie, and it's definitely been somewhat challenging. The first dungeon was the hardest.
I had a feeling you'd come.
Just because I had the fewest options, and Pixie is weak to fire. And so, you know, Yukiko, Shadow uses fire and all that, so. But yeah, for sure, like having beetles that reflect physical in the first dungeon, that stupid table that's only weak to wind and immune to like everything else. So.
Are you here to ingratiate yourself with Risei Kujikawa now?
Yeah, Kanji didn't actually go too bad because I had planned ahead of time. Kanji didn't go too bad. Teddy didn't go too bad. Kanji, I think, took 2 tries. So, but I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, and I had planned ahead, and I made Pixie. The only thing is because it's random skill inheritance, it takes like 2 or 3 hours to like remake Pixie with like 2 or 3 skills. So there's only one fusion.
Fusion, let them charge it to someone else.
There's only one fusion for Pixie in this game. Kanji wasn't difficult? Not super difficult, no. You can go back and watch the VOD if you'd like, but it only took 2 attempts. It was a bit of a long fight, but I knew what I was getting myself into. I bought plenty of healing items. I had resist physical on me. I used Dakunda on Kanji to keep the nice guy in a state of constantly buffing Shadow Kanji. Took down the nice guy slowly whittled down the tough guy, and then moved on to Kanji himself.
You're that guy we saw with Kanji.
Pixie had Mipatra on it by default, so I was able to use that to get rid of the rage on the girls. And then I just used poison healing items for the guys.
In fact, I don't believe I've ever introduced myself.
It took a while, but it only took 2 tries. I didn't die a bunch or anything.
My name is Naoto Shiragane. I'm investigating the multiple murders that have occurred here. Mind if I ask you a few questions on the subject? The latest victim, Kenshiro Muraoka. He was a teacher at the school you all attend, correct?
Yep. I own it on Steam. I do want to get to it at some point. I'm actually almost done with the Persona games, hence why I'm replaying them with challenge runs. I'm gonna get to the last Persona game I've yet to play, spin-off or otherwise, later this year. I gotta play Persona Q2. I played Persona Q at the start of the year, so... Yep, technically I haven't played P4 Dancing, but that's about it. I've played literally everything else, including the fighting game and everything, so... And I guess the first mission and all that, so... Yep. Persona 1 and 2.
So what?
I'm playing it, and so far, nonsense happened. Like, complete and utter nonsense. Yeah. I've heard it's an interesting game. Maybe not the best game, but, like, an interesting one. Hence me owning it, and it was on sale on Steam, so, you know. But yeah, I'd like to get to some other RPGs and stuff that are kind of similar to Persona in different ways. But there are some that have tried to take this like day-by-day mechanic and change it or do their own thing with it. So
with the second victim's school, but in truth, that's irrelevant.
Plenty of RPGs to play. So
what intrigues me is the inconsistency.
Yeah. The whole Nato being a girl thing makes a lot of sense for in the original Japanese a bit more, because if you meta-wise, you know that VA does a lot of young guys, so you just assume it's like a handsome pretty boy because, you know, anime, and the VA that's doing her is known for that. Maybe you could say the upper body shape kind of gives it away a little bit, but like not too much. Like you could just say it's pretty boy anime, but yeah. All right, sounds good, Super Mew. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe I'll see you later. Have a good one.
This Muraoka, has never appeared on television. What do you make of that?
How are we supposed to know?
Well, we'll leave it at that.
This rhythm game's so hard I
For
gotta
my
hang.
part, I'd like to
I hope
solve
you got
this
a high
case
score
as
at
quickly
least.
as possible.
Yeah, P4 dancing is, I think, of the dancing games, is the only one I'm really interested in playing, like on stream or something. I do want to play it at some point, but I'm pretty happy saying that I've played all the Persona games after I beat Persona Q2. I'd like to move on to like some more of the SMT stuff. Start like working my way back through that catalog as well.
I'll be keeping an eye on you all.
Mix in some other RPGs or
Well
something.
then, until we meet again.
Stuff like Nier Automata and all that kind of stuff.
Who is that guy?
It felt like he completely saw through us. He even knew about the TV thing.
Oh, hey, Rise.
Oh, hi. Rise-chan, are you okay now?
Good, good.
Are you all here to check up on me?
Well, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I own P3 Dancing physically. I saw it at a secondhand shop a couple months ago, and I picked it up at the time. Also, I needed more games to justify my purchase of buying a PS4, so...
There's something I want to tell you. Follow me. My grandma's taking care of the shop today.
Huh?
Yeah, so I
Sure,
spent more
okay.
money so I could validate spending more money. The Shrine. Oh, this one. I think it's Tatsuhime Shrine. I could be mispronouncing that though.
Yeah, I remember being at my house. When I came to, though, I was already in the other world.
Still no real information on the killer.
We met this weird kid named Naoto a second ago.
Yeah, I think the only other rhythm game I'm thinking of playing on stream at some point, Will, is Beats and Shapes, if you've heard of that.
Oh, he's come to the shop several times. He asked me a lot about the incident.
I think that's the name of it.
I didn't tell him anything about the other world, though. I figured it'd be a waste of time.
Just Beats and Shapes, yeah. Just Beats and Shapes. I guess technically there is some rhythm aspects to some of the other games I've played, though.
He asked me about you guys, too, but I just made up some stuff. Like, they found me unconscious on the roof at Jeunesse.
What was I? No Straight Roads and, what was that other game? Shoot. That other
Well, I guess that's close enough to the truth.
action rhythm game. With the guitar? Yeah, okay, that narrows it down.
So...
With the metal arm and everything. Shoot.
What's up?
Yeah, I thought so too. I'd like to play it at some point.
Um,
I own it on Steam, so.
I really appreciate what you did for me. Thank you so much! I love you guys!
Oh yeah, I forgot that she kind of like gets all excited here.
Huh? Aw, you don't have to thank us.
Dude, she's so cute.
Okay, rein it in, dude.
Man, it's finally hitting me that you're the real deal. You really are Reset.
Well,
Oh,
I
Hi-Fi
know I
Rush, that's
sounded
what I was
gloomy
thinking
and all
of.
From stress, so I thought you might not like me that way. Do I sound weird?
So funny story, Will. I really do enjoy the Just Dance series. It's not something I could ever play on stream because there's so much licensed music in the game, but I enjoy I remember going back and forth with my brother, competing for high scores on like songs like "Livin' La Vida Loca" and all that. So I imported the Wii U Japanese version of one of the Just Dance games because it includes a Hatsune Miku song.
Oh, but I guess it sounds more natural this way to the public. I'm sorry. I've practically lost touch with what the normal me is like.
No need to apologize. Just do what comes naturally.
I think everyone has multiple sides to them. You don't have to force yourself to decide on just one.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I could do it for like a Discord stream or something. Put it up somewhere that's not YouTube at some point.
It sounds convincing when Yukiko says it.
Huh? Really? Thanks. I'm glad you're the first people I got to know here.
Come on, it's Hatsune Miku. Eventually she was going to infiltrate Just Dance one way or another.
Yeah, we almost forgot your present. The teddy glasses. You don't have to take them, but, well,
Teddy gave you a pair of glasses to hold on to for when Rise joined you. What did you say when giving them to her?
Senpai, would you be struggling without my help? I can help you in that world, right?
Yeah, I want to try that taiko drum game. I think it's on Switch, right? I kind of want to get the peripheral for that and like mess around with that. That seems like a fun rhythm game.
With my power. So wouldn't it be better if I joined the team?
You handed the glasses to Rise.
These are kind of like proof that you're one of us.
He explained the effects of the glasses to Rise.
I see. I do remember you all wearing glasses over there.
And I technically am a Patreon backer of shoot.
Thanks, Senpai. Now I'm part of the team too.
Friday Night Funkin'. Yeah. Risi Kujikawa joined the group. Yeah, I don't either, to be fair. She'll definitely be a strong asset in solving the case. Yeah, it looks like a fun time. It looks like Donkey Kong Barrel Blast, but without, like, destroying your hands. At least not as quickly. Yeah, they've not been approved by... These glasses have not been approved by the FDA or the American Eye Administration.
I'll be going to Yasugami High starting tomorrow. But I don't have any friends yet, so don't ignore me, alright? I do owe you my life, so, you know.
Leave it to me. Your courage is increased. Okay.
Wow, I didn't realize you were so cool, Senpai.
Yeah, Friday Night Funkin' is pretty cool. I like a lot of the music in it too. Although I'm not super good at it though. But there's a cool community around it, and some of the stuff they've made is pretty cool. I think one of my favorite songs is probably the MILF one.
This sure is a rough time to transfer here, though. The kidnappings, King
Oh yeah, I
Moron's
was thinking
death,
about that the other day.
all that and exams are soon, too.
I was like, I could make like a hat or something that says, "Man, I love fiends" or something. Like, MILF, man, I love fiends.
Oh, exams. Now I'm depressing myself. I wonder if there's any chance they'll be canceled.
I was thinking about making that for like my little character to wear or whatever. I thought that would be funny for like one of the SMT streams or something. Yeah, that one is good too. Yeah.
Doubt it. They always hold exams, rain or shine.
I almost got killed by those monsters. Compared to that, exams are nothing.
Alrighty then. Let's discuss the case some more tomorrow at our special headquarters.
Yo, how's it going? Dude, Teddy ate 5 topsicles.
Man, he must be
Though if you count
so
the ones
sick.
I had before, well, that makes 6. So I still win.
Well, I'm glad you guys used up all the 1,000 yen that Yosuke gave you.
No one asked.
We're all done talking already. Let's go, Senpai.
When did you get so chipper?
Do you go to Yasugami like Senpai? I'll be starting school there tomorrow, so I hope we get along too.
Huh? Oh. Cool. What grade are you in?
So where's Teddy?
He's over there, finishing up his 5th topsicle. What are we gonna do with him?
Well, I guess I'll take him home.
Good old Yosuke. And Teddy will forever live in his closet.
Good evening. This is Nightline News. Our top story for the night concerns the latest developments in an ongoing story. The serial murder case.
I always like the carved bears that are on top of the TV there. The ones with the fish in their mouth. It's kind of fun.
The news shocked local residents who have not seen another murder in 3 months and assumed the spree had reached its end.
It's kind of fun to think about like how some of the things that are in the Dojima house got there. Like somebody must have bought those or held on to them from when they were younger. Or like the face that's drawn on the front of the TV. I was disappointed when we were watching the P4 anime on the Discord and I noticed that the TV stand in the anime didn't have the little face drawn on it. I assume Nanako drew that on in there when she was younger. King's Moran pictures on the news. Seems he really was murdered.
What's wrong? Was it someone you know? He died?
Nanako seems scared. Don't worry, I'm here with you. You calm Nanako down. Your understanding's increased.
I'm alright.
Nanako seems somewhat relieved.
This marks the 2nd consecutive death after Miss Saki Konishi's, where the target was involved with Yasogami High. Mr. Muraoka was known for his strict teaching methods and is said to have had constant friction with his students. The police will be pursuing this line of inquiry and are planning to begin a large-scale investigation tomorrow. We now turn to our reporter at the scene for more details.
Well, I guess tomorrow will be more of a leveling stream than today was. We'll probably still do some hanging out and stuff, but I do want to try and grab this stuff to get access to the Invigorate accessory and stuff. But yeah, we may end up just working on that tomorrow, because I've only got a couple hours tomorrow anyway. So maybe Sunday we'll try and push through more of the story and get to the new dungeon. The news is livelier than usual.
Dad won't be coming home again today.
At the very least, probably tonight, this evening, I'll probably watch some YouTube and re-roll Pixie until I get some decent skills on her for the next boss fight. Maybe you should try another magic trick. You move a finger on your right hand to your left hand. Oh yeah, the good old thumb trick or whatever.
Do it again. Do it again.
Gosh. Your right hand. I love the little jingle, man. It's so great.
It moved.
I think it's the same jingle that they use for the catching a fish as well. But in Golden, the fish have new jingles depending on which one you caught and how big it is. So I guess this is like the only time you hear it really in Golden, huh?
Hey, how did you do that? Tell me,
Nanako seems to have cheered up. He put Nanako to bed and decided to call it a night as well. Alright. Oh, hello. Oh, cross fusion? Nice.
We can rank up Margaret some next time we get a chance. Because I think the next rank of Margaret's social link or whatever requires cross fusion. So.
It's been quite some time.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It seems you've been called to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. How are things proceeding? Are you gradually drawing nearer to a solution to the mystery?
I wonder how much of this the MC remembers if it's like in his dreams. Does he remember all of it, or does it feel like a dream where he only remembers parts of it and it gets more foggy as time goes on? But Tish. I believe so.
Excellent.
The season has changed, but your future is not yet closed. In time, a path will open to you.
Our true reason for calling you here tonight is to provide a new form of assistance to help you achieve just that. Fusing personas. Have you been using our services diligently?
Mm-hmm.
The aid we will henceforth provide is an advanced form of fusion. I speak of the power to fuse 4 or more personas at once.
Yeah, that's what made you laugh, not the pun, but the Tish afterwards.
I am quite certain that this will enable you to command.
I mean, it wasn't a very good pun. It didn't deserve a very good Tish.
Now, your journey will soon reach its climax. And as a result, many challenges, which I cannot foresee at present, await you. Most interesting.
Tish.
Well, until we meet again, farewell.
Gosh, now I'm just remembering that old Tom Scott video of him dropping like a cymbal and a drum off of a cliff and getting it to actually work. Still can't believe it. Our homeroom teacher was killed. I couldn't get much sleep yesterday. How about you? Are you all right? Kind of reminds me, in I think middle school, I had a principal who I saw quite a lot because I was a bit of a naughty kid in middle school. And I talked to him a lot. He was in his like 40s or so. And he had a heart attack and died on Christmas Eve. Honestly, really wild. He wasn't in like bad shape or anything either. He was like in his 40s. He was in, you know, reasonably good shape. You know, I saw him like fairly often. Like I said, it was not as a bit of a naughty child, and I don't remember too much about him at this point, but like, man, it's crazy looking back on it. They brought in counselors and everything. You know, they're like, hey, if you need to talk to somebody, you know, we've brought in like extra counselors or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty wild. I feel really bad, and I feel very bad for his you know, kids and stuff. Wake up the day of Christmas and dad died of a heart attack, you know, man. It's like, geez. Well, if we start getting depressed over something like this, we'll never catch the killer, huh? Oh yeah, this means I'll be getting a new homeroom teacher. I wonder who it'll be. Well, I'm pretty sure that they won't be able to find anyone worse than King Moron. Oh, ye of little faith. I don't know, is this lady worse or better than King Moron? Classroom is still bustling.
Hey, is that stuff about King Moron for real?
It was on TV, right? It must be true.
Yeah, because everything that's on TV is true, but I guess they wouldn't report a death like that.
Good morning.
Hi, Miss Kashiwagi.
I'm Noriko Kashiwagi, your new class teacher starting today. You all probably know already, but now that Mr. Murooka has passed away,
Wait, that Kashiwagi? Wait a minute. Let me double check something real quick. She's not... I'm misremembering this, aren't I? Oh, that's right. They inserted her into Portable. For some reason, I was thinking, that, she was the teacher from P3 from the Magician Social Link, but... Oh, and then they also, like, changed her to be the, from being the trap from P3 in the movie, they changed it to be Miss Kashiwagi.
I'll be taking good care of you instead. Okay, why don't we start off with a moment of silence for Mr. Morooka? Close your eyes, everyone. That should be enough. I'll do my best to fill Mr. Morooka's shoes. So, our regular exams are still on track for next week. As your principal said, it's times like these when the schedule is most important, Nori-chan.
I didn't either, until I looked up Miss Kashiwagi in P3. Because I was trying to think, like, wasn't she in P3? But yeah, she's in P3 Portable. They added her, like a reference to her.
Oh, it must be tough for you. But that's what it means to become an adult, little by little.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want to animate the whole trap thing for the movie, so even by that point they were like, maybe not that joke, maybe not that one. So I guess they just inserted a reference to Miss Kashiwagi instead.
I already can't stand her.
First King Moron and now Kashiwagi? How much worse can it get? Oh, and one more thing. That idol in our first year class, Ms. Kujikawa, was it? In person, she's nothing like she seems on TV, so don't get your hopes up, okay? What's so great about an idol anyway, right, class? She's just a piece of inexperienced jailbait.
Yeah, both of Miss Kashiwagi and Morooka are really bad teachers, just in different ways. Not good people. Not good people. Miss Kashiwagi is ranting on and on. I don't know. It's weird. Like, Mr. Morooka, like, apparently does have, like, a softer side to him that we never see. Like, occasionally he'll be nice. Like, he does generally seem to want to, like, want his students to be better, but the way that usually shows up is him berating them all the time and saying they're too soft or whatever. Like, I don't think he would go so far as to, like, ever hurt any of his students or do anything, like, physically to them, but like he has yelled at them quite a bit and like called them names and stuff, right?
What's up with her? Does she think she's Rosette's rival?
She doesn't stand a chance against Rosette. I mean, I heard Kashiwagi is on the wrong side of 40.
Sounds like oh my gosh, can you imagine if what is it? Who's the Magician Social Link in P3? Oh, shoot, I'm blanking on his name. Can you imagine if he was here, though?
I bet King Moron would have been ecstatic to hear Rosette had enrolled here. Someone told me they saw him buying Rise's pinup book.
That sounds kind of pervy. He annoyed the hell out of me, but I feel bad that he got killed.
Fair. Fair.
Oh, you know what? Rosette was on a striptease show.
Huh? A striptease? Dude, if that was true, the paparazzi would have been all over it.
I'm serious. But the reception went bad right when it was getting to the good part. It was on that midnight channel everyone keeps talking about.
You actually believe that crap?
Kenji, yes. Sorry, I was saying...
are you?
I was saying, like, kanji for a second there. But I knew that wasn't right. I was close, though. It's Kenji. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Technically, pushes out glasses. Technically, Kenji is still the magician social link in P3 Portable, but only if you choose the guy male protagonist. But I don't know why you would ever do that in P3 Portable. Like, the reason you're playing P3 Portable is to play as the Femc, which is probably why, yeah. I don't know, he's kind of interesting. I think he's more interesting after getting extra context with P3 Portable, ironically enough. But, yeah. Yeah. He's not great. I think he gets better with context. Like, P3 Portable adds some context there with, like, the sports social link. Like, you get, like, you understand that it's not entirely his fault. Like, the teacher's kind of leading him on. Because maybe it's a little bit of added context. Or, like, trying to, like, make it clear to the player that that's the case. With the new sports social link for the Femc. But the girl there talks about how that lady is known for kind of like, you know, teasing students and kind of like leading them on. And like, she's like talking to multiple guys. Like, she has that reputation. I think she's also the same one that the teacher social link complains about patting her breasts and stuff in her social link and stuff. So, you know, she's like trying to get in good with the guys and stuff, you know, whether that be teachers or other some of the students or whatever. She didn't have a very good reputation, it seems, and P3 Portable kind of doubled down on that with some more context on her in the Femc route. So you understand that's like not entirely Kenji's fault in Portable. I think you can kind of guess that in Fez, but they make that more clear in Portable. Because you can kind of think like, well, you know, it's a teacher. They probably should know better. They probably know what's going on. Like, they're not blind. They probably know how Kenji is talking and acting. So, like, they kind of know what he's thinking, right? Like, it doesn't seem like Kenji's trying to hide the fact that, like, he is MILF Lover 69 on, like, Twitter or whatever, right? Like, he is very he's not hiding the fact that, like, he likes older women or anything, so I don't know.
Trust me.
Kenji was still being an idiot, but he was just being a teenage boy. Nothing really beyond that.
The rumor about the Midnight Channel is spreading further.
And even he himself realizes by the end of the social link that he just thought it would be cool to have like an older girlfriend, right? Like, he didn't really care about her necessarily, just the idea of like having an older girlfriend and like this sort of forbidden love and running away together. It just sounded exciting to him, you know? And he realized that by the end.
We'd better wrap this case up quick. Anyways, let's meet up later. Don't make any plans for this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know. There's stuff to be said about Kenji. He's not terrible.
Finals are next week.
Just kind of meh. There's definitely better social links in P3.
It's been a while since I failed any subjects.
Bit of a shame that he's the first, like, default one that you get. Because I don't think his social link is particularly good. If it was, like, something like the sports club or something, I think it would have been a bit better. Like, that one's got a decent story. And gives you access to Yuko. So it teaches you, you know, that you have to hang out with certain social links to unlock new ones.
Yeah, if by a while you mean all the time.
Yeah, I always thought that Yuko was really good, and then I think a lot of people came around to my way of thinking about that once P3 Reload came out and she got fully voiced. I think a lot of people realized how, like, good Yuko was.
Shut up! Like you've ever seen my scores.
Has a social link and everything.
She always has above average marks in the subjects that she doesn't fail.
Hey, why did you tell him? My scores just vary. Yeah, that's it. Rise-chan, you too?
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's just, I thought it would take me a while to make any friends at my new school.
Too bad we met under such awful circumstances.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about King Moron's case? He didn't show up on the Midnight Channel even once.
If this person had been inside the TV, I would have sensed it. My nose isn't as sharp now, but I can tell that much.
But they found the body on a foggy day again, right? They said on the news that the crime scene was just the way it was for that announcer and Saki-senpai.
Oh dang, it's already been 3.5 hours.
I really wonder about
E4 is a fun
public's
game.
motives. Why was
Oh, well.
Mr. Muraoka targeted?
We'll probably wrap it up here soon.
Hope it wasn't personal.
I gotta
There's
go eat
way
something.
Too many people who ate King Moron's guts.
But didn't you say it's people who get famous on TV who are targeted?
Yeah, so far.
The killer's choosing targets by watching TV. I picture him as someone who doesn't know the victims at all. I don't think it's worth trying to figure out motives for that type. There are too many people who hold grudges against you for no reason, even if you've never met them before.
Haha, you sound like you speak from experience, Rise-chan.
That was a weird take. That was a really weird voice line. Huh. Man, that must have been the best take out of like 3. Jeez. Oh, alright.
But with King Moron, he didn't appear on the Midnight Channel or the regular TV.
Yeah, that was definitely a
I don't get this at all.
weird take of that voice line.
2 victims in a row from our school. That's gotta set off the police's alarm bells. They're not gonna leave any stones at school unturned.
You know, to be honest, somewhere deep inside, I thought maybe King Moron was the killer.
Really?
The news says that he was the second victim from Yasogami High, but we all know that's not the case. And I've heard him say more than once that so-and-so deserves to die. But now, I feel bad that I doubted him.
Ah! Don't scare me like that. How's it going, Wilbur?
He was a capital A asshole.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks
That
for
doesn't
following.
justify killing him. And not just King Moron. I feel sorry for all the victims. I can't forgive the killer, no matter what.
Well, we'll do what we can, for King Moron's sake too. At this rate, you have to figure that the killer has something to do with the school, right? So why don't we split up and...
That won't be necessary.
You?
There is no need to examine the case of Mr. Muraoka any further.
I will say the English VA for Naoto does a good job, but she doesn't do a very good job of selling the idea that she's playing a girl pretending to be a guy. I don't know. It's hard for me to say if the Japanese version is any better, but at least meta-wise, for the Japanese one, that voice actress was well known for playing young guys, so there was a bit of a meta element there that's also like trying to keep the player guessing on whether or not Naoto's a guy or a girl.
Why is that?
Gosh, dang it, stop doing that!
Apparently, the police have found a suspect. It would be best to let them handle the case from here.
How do you know?
Come on, Halloween
I'm
isn't
on
for a
this
few
case
more
as a
months.
special investigator, by request of the prefectural police.
Gosh, Halloween is in like, I guess more than a few months, but getting there.
What?
Oh gosh, he's everywhere!
We found a suspect? Who is it?
As to his name, I haven't been informed. I do know that he is a high schooler. It isn't public knowledge yet, but he isn't a student of your high school. It seems they are quite confident that this boy is the killer. They have testimonies directly linking him with the incident. I expect it's only a matter of time before he is apprehended. Soon this case will be solved, and your town will once again be its peaceful, rustic self.
The suspect is a high schooler? All right, so why come tell us? That's confidential info, right? Why run right here and spill it?
Your game will soon reach its end. I felt I should at least let you know that.
It's not a game to us.
You don't deny, then, that you have involved yourselves in the matter? Well, no matter. I have no reason to say anything further.
A game? Aren't you the one who thinks of this as a game?
No, Cat wants in. Maybe in a minute.
I don't care if you're a special investigator or an amateur sleuth. All you're doing is solving mysteries. What could you possibly know about us? You're the one who's playing a game here.
One of the victims, she meant a lot to me. How could I possibly treat this like a game? Plus, we made a promise.
Yosuke.
A game. That may be quite true.
Why so understanding all of a sudden?
Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you'd be wandering around like this when the police have a suspect. What, did they get rid of you now that they have their man? Is that why you came here? You were lonely?
Detectives normally aren't involved with arrests, and we never harbor any special emotions regarding a case either.
What a liar you are, Naoto. Yosuke's a lot sharper than he lets on sometimes, huh? You must have really got to her with that one.
Still, it is rather unfortunate that people are only attentive so long as our services are required.
I don't know. Maybe she's more lying to herself with that one, saying that she doesn't have any special feelings about any of her cases.
But then, I'm accustomed to it.
No, you're not.
Much about this case was perplexing, but its solution was surprisingly simple. Well then, I'll be going now.
Don't you mean suspiciously simple?
What was that about? He just said his piece and left. He said they have a suspect, but is this really gonna solve everything?
Who knows?
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't actually. I can find it in a minute, probably. I'll decide to call it a day. Yeah, I probably actually should call it a day here pretty soon. Hey, Nash. Yeah, I didn't think the stream would be that long, but then Teddy'd, and I ended up playing longer than I thought I would. Thanks, Nanako. Naruto concept art. Oh yeah, look at that. Here, let me grab this and pull it up on screen, and I can look at that a minute. I found it. Thank you, though. I believe this is it here. Yeah. So I'm guessing the one on the bottom... Yeah, the one on the bottom looks a lot more like a guy. Like a pretty boy. Kind of interesting that, like... I guess the glasses is because, like, everybody was supposed to wear glasses. It kind of looks like a couple different people attempting to, like, come up with a design for Naruto. Kind of similar art styles, like, keeping on, like, with the rest of the characters, but a couple of different concepts. I'm trying to think. This one up here kind of reminds me a bit more of a character, but I can't think of what character. I feel like I've seen this character though before. It's very Atlas game. Text says when Google translated, he was supposed to be a pretty boy, but was later changed for more depth. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no worries. Interesting. So Naruto was originally going to be just like a pretty boy detective with some other issue, I guess, but they decided to change it up. Maybe they also wanted to balance out the cast, because then I think they'd have more guys than girls, right? Because you have the MC, you have Kanji, Yosuke, Teddy, That's 4. And then you have Yukiko, Rise, and Chie. So if Naoto is a girl instead of a guy, then it balances out. So you have 4 and 4. Not missing anybody, am I? I don't think I am. But yeah. So it's also probably partially why, is to like keep everything even. Although they probably didn't finalize like all the party members until later. Maybe at that point they were still, yeah. I had to think about that too for a sec. Maybe at that point they were still playing around with whether Teddy was going to be a guy or a girl or what was going on with that. Who knows? Obviously, like, development for P4 was pretty quick, so they probably were throwing around ideas for a while there. Fairly late into development, comparatively, right? Because the design stuff was just, like, shorter, so. As evidenced by the fact that Yosuke, you know, was, like, supposed to be, like, have some gay lines, and they even made it into the game before they decided to cut that, angle. Even though they obviously did quite a bit of writing with that in mind, where like there's references to like that being a possibility in some of the story dialogue, or like ripping a little bit back and forth between Kanji and Yosuke about that kind of stuff. Anyway, kind of interesting, yeah. All right, you want to hang out, Nanako? Yeah, we can hang out with Nanako, and then I think, yeah. We'll do one... Once I get to tomorrow, I'll wrap it up, because then I can, like, re-roll Pixie some tonight. Although it's already getting kind of late, so I should still have time to do that. Oh, it's a documentary about a young man searching for his real father. Nanako staring into the TV. Real father.
Hey, big bro.
What do they mean by real? A person you love a lot. Oh, okay. Then you're my real big brother. And Dad's my real father. I don't think Dad really loves me. Maybe I'm not real to him? Daddy doesn't come home because I'm not his real daughter? Did he say that? No. Looks like Nanako has stopped worrying.
Mommy.
Oh. Why did she leave me? When Mom was still here, we all went out together. We picked flowers at Samegawa. Nanako talked a bit about her memories. He understood Nanako's true feelings a little better. The Nanako Dojima social... okay. Hey, big bro? It's about Nanako's bedtime. What should you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, today I woke up and then Nanako looks like she is having fun telling you about her day. Okay. Oh, it's raining too. Okay. Almost 12 a.m. for you, dang. Yeah, it's like 6:42 p.m. here, so getting kind of late, but it's not super late yet. Yeah, don't worry, tomorrow's stream, or I guess today's stream later, in like, oh gosh, math, 13 hours or whatever, will, British moment, yeah, usually I stream, yeah, usually I end earlier than this, but yeah, but 13 hours from now, so what, that would be like 1 p.m. Yep, finals are starting next week. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right. Let me go save, and then I think we'll call it a day. Tomorrow, I guess we'll have to do some of the stuff I planned on doing today, so like farming out some stuff or whatever, but is what it is. It was only going to be a couple hours long stream anyway, so we'll just see how much we can get done tomorrow. I'll probably go ahead and try and fuse Pixie anew with like some new skills and stuff so she can level up while we're in the dungeon and stuff. You got any words of wisdom before we wrap up for today, attendant? Are you used to this town now? Country life has gotten a lot more convenient than it used to be, but convenience is the only good thing in life, is it? Or something like that. I've been here for a while, so I think like that sometimes. But compared to the city, I bet it's still pretty inconvenient here. Yeah, you have been here a very long time, haven't you? As have I. I've probably, yeah. I mean, just thinking about it, like, I've spent, like, what? Hundreds of hours in, like, P3 and stuff alone. Right? I mean, if I think about it for a minute, so there was my first playthrough, and then there was, and that was over 100 hours, and then there was the episode I guess for P3 Fez. That was like 60 some hours. And then there was my second playthrough of P3 Fez, which was the day-by-day one. That one was another 100+ hours. So that's 280-ish hours, I think. And then there's the P3 portable playthrough I did. So that's another 60-some hours, I think. Probably closer to 80. That's 360-ish hours. And then there was the P3R playthroughs, plus episode I guess that was about another 200 hours. So at this point, I've probably put almost 600 hours into P3, and I'm currently doing another playthrough, and I still have to do another playthrough of P3 Portable and P3R off stream. Oh gosh. Well, at least once I've finally gotten the footage of me playing through P3 Portable and P3R off stream, and I can finally make that like definitive P3 video, and like nobody can question me. Nobody can be like, you haven't played P3 enough. Gosh, I still remember that one time in like P3R when like somebody tried to real fan check me. They were like, you, new music. Isn't the new music bad, streamer man? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, the new music is like one of the few things I don't have an issue with in P3R. Are you high? No, I'm not gonna agree with you on that. And they were like, ugh. And I was like, bye. I was like, I've played this game way more than you have, Mr. Nostalgia Man. The new music is great. What are you talking about? They were like saying the new music made it unplayable or something. I was like, stupid. Anyway. No, not one of the few things I have a problem with. I don't know. P3Rs, that's the whole thing. I'll make a video about it at some point in like 2 years. Yeah, I don't know. And here's the thing too, when I say P3 Fez is better in some ways, people can't nostalgia check me on that. Because people will do that. They'll be like, oh, that's because you played it when you were younger. Lies! I had an Xbox and a Nintendo. I didn't play P3 Fez until I was in college, and that shit was still good. That shit was gas, Batman. Anyway. And I guess I don't blame about that after P5. There are a lot of tourists for P5 and stuff, but yeah. To be fair on that is a somewhat valid thing. I mean, I don't know about ranted, but I talked about that like a stream or two ago, talking about like people coming in who've only watched people play like P5 or whatever, and then like try and say like stuff about the gameplay. It's like, oh, why? Or like, you know, like argue with you about like your takes on like the text messages or like how the characters are characterized throughout the game. It's like you watched somebody play it while you were doing something else. You had it up on your second monitor. I played the whole game 3 times now. I have over 300 hours in the game. I have somewhat of an opinion, all right? Gosh dang it. I have somewhat of an opinion. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah. Well, it's fine. You know, if people are enjoying the story or they're enjoying the memes, it's like whatever, right? Like, I still haven't gotten around to playing all the Metal Gear Solid games, right? But I still recognize characters. I can be like, oh yeah, that's the meme. You know, I recognize that character. But I wouldn't go and be like, yes, I think Metal Gear 1 really needed more action. I think that the whole stealth mechanic was super dumb in Metal Gear 1. I think they should have just made it a full action game. Yeah, I wouldn't go and do that. 1, because I think that take is stupid, but also 2, because I don't know about the games, you know, but... Oh, no, people will just tease you because of that. We had a person in our Discord who hated like anytime that somebody would put like an anime girl on a car, because he was a big car guy, right? And so he would just like freak out or like be like type up like whole paragraphs if anybody posted like an anime girl on a car. So like people would deliberately add him with pictures of that to rib him and like get him to go off. Like people would do that. Yeah, no, he's better about it now. Like he used to also like do like, I don't know, like either he was really forgetful or he would lie for like no reason. Like he would say, hey, here's a screenshot of me doing this thing in the game. Look at me doing this thing in the game. And then like half an hour later, he'd be like, gosh, I hate this game. And I was like, didn't you just like marry one of the girls in the game? You're like, no, I never did that. I hate this game. Bro, you said you did. There's the screenshot right there. You literally posted it yourself. But he would do stuff like that too. I don't know. It was weird. And then like a year or two later, he came back in and he's like, man, I was so stupid about that. Like he got a lot better. So I don't know. Who knows how old he is, or maybe those were the times maybe where he wasn't taking his meds or whatever. Who knows, man? Oh gosh. Yeah. It was fun though. Dude, I got to explain Astolfo to him. I got to break the fact that Astolfo is Astolfo to him twice. Twice. I got him to be like, Astolfo is cute. And then I got to break the news to him twice. It was so good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there were some definite upsides for him, like, not remembering stuff, for sure. That was a good times. Oh, boy. Yeah, it just forgot. It was, like, a couple of years apart. Yeah. Yep. I gotta find the soundtrack for Yakuza 3. I haven't found that yet. I can start mixing it in. I gotta add some more music, man. I don't know. I always say that. Maybe I'll actually like get around to it once I'm done with the current project I'm working on. But anyway. Alright, I'll see you guys later in like 13 hours or whatever the math was. I gotta go eat something and I guess sit here and watch YouTube while I re-roll Pixie's skills for 2 hours or whatever. Hopefully it'll only be like an hour. But yeah, anyway, I'll go do that stuff, and then tomorrow I guess we'll get into some of the dungeon stuff. So yeah, tomorrow's stream will be pretty short. I'm just saying it again one last time. I got stuff I gotta do tomorrow. I gotta help prepare for a party and stuff, so I can only stream for a couple hours there. So we'll do a little bit of dungeon stuff, and then Sunday maybe we'll go a bit long, try and at least get to the Mitsuha dungeon. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hope you're all having a good one. Hope you're having a good weekend and everything. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Had a lot of lurkers in YouTube and like people all over. Wilbur, Not Will. Nash, Lorenzo, Union, Kotrot, Corgi, Medler, Kojo. Hope you guys are all having a good one, and I'll hopefully see y'all later. But in case I don't see ya, hope you guys are having a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you guys.